선수가 여기로 올 수 있지 않을까 기대를 하고 있어요. 둘이 세트로 오면 참 좋을 것 같아요.
김명훈 선수랑 김윤준 선수가 잡장머리를 너무 많이 해가지고 똥을 뿌려야죠 뭐.
야, 팔이 깨났어요.
저희 계획이랑 좀 많이 달라졌어요.
김명훈 씨, 저와의 동맹은 끝났습니다. 저는 D조에 갈 생각이 없습니다. B 아니면 C에 갈 거예요.
와 진짜 괜히 독두껍이 닮은 게 아니에요. 독이 있어가지고 김윤중 선수랑 같이 오고 싶은 선수 없으신가요 혹시?
저 부분 무조건
오케이.
윤중 형 데리고 올게요.
테란 말고 프로토스 저그 중에 네
여보세요?
윤중이 데려가겠습니다.
김태경 선수의
결정했습니다. 네.
뽑았어요.
야,
프로토스로.
김태경.
한번 생각 들어보고 싶어요 그냥.
D조 진짜
어.
안 거예요. 제일 싫은 선수가 김태균입니다. 16명.
큰일 났다.
제일 싫어요.
다른 선수는 뭐 오고 싶은
아.
건 없는지.
그룹 D 아무도 원하지 않고 있어요.
네 그러면 지명하겠습니다.
뽑았어요.
자,
김윤중 바로 데리고 왔습니다. 김윤중.
네, 약속대로
예.
김윤중을 뽑았습니다.
나중에 이제 마지막 때쯤에 뭐 제가 가고 싶은데 좀 보내줬으면 좋겠습니다.
저 김윤중.
토스전을 하고 싶긴 한데 사실상 B에 뽑혀도 D에 갈 확률이 높아서 좀 어려운 조가 될 것 같긴 해요. C조가
B조에 가서 현재 형의 변심을 D조 가가지고 현재가 배신 한번 했으면 좋겠어요.
도전 와. 그룹 B.
어차피 잠시 이따 갈 것 같아서 크게 얘기 안 할게요. 네.
근데 갑자기 좀 생각이 바뀐 게 유영준이 좀 재수없더라고요. 예, 그래가지고 저는 김경모랑 김태경 바꿀까 생각 중입니다. 제 마지막 픽은 현재 픽은.
야 지금 박세희 선수가 지금 안겼어.
제가 이번 연도에 들은 생각 중에 가장 좀 혁신적인 생각 같아요.
원하시는 게 뭔데요 지금?
저랑 도정이랑 바뀌는 거예요. 왜냐면 방금 그냥 짭짤 기분 좋게 한번 해준 걸고.
시각각으로 박상현 선수의 표정은 변하고
네.
있고요.
예상했던 결과라서 뭐 덤덤하고요.
지금이라도 마음 고쳐먹고 여기 있었으면 좋겠어요 저는.
김윤중이 저렇게 하니까 저까지 얌생이가 되는 것 같아가지고 그냥 저랑 짭제랑 바꿔가지고 김윤중 너무 떨구고 싶어요 제가.
옆에서 느껴라 그냥. 그룹 D조에서
선택했습니다.
우승 당선.
같았어요 경기에.
와. 오늘의 진정한 우승자 김윤중 선수가 오늘의 우승자가 됐습니다.
김명훈, 김태경, 도재욱, 박상현이 만들어졌어요.
Today's matchup. 퀸 김명훈, 저그. 비수 김태경, 프로토스. 베스트 도재욱, 프로토스. 소마, 박상현, 저그. ASL Season13 16강. 브리업 스튜디오 라이브. ASL에 오신 것을
Welcome back to another ASL Season 13 Round of 16 Group D. We are here once again. This is the last group of Round of 16. We are gonna be casting. We're gonna be doing the interview. Let's get into the interviews with our players. Queen, Bisu, Best, and Soma. We lastly have seen intensive battle of TVZ of JYJ showing some nice performance from last night. And also Soki somehow overcome of his weaknesses of his ZVZ. But we also like to know how they're going to be performing round of 16 of Group D. Hello, how are you guys doing? And first of all, we'll be talking with Queen. How are you?
2020년부터 지금까지 어제든 쭉 시드를 보유하고 있는
You had been keeping up all those seeded position in this ASL tournament.
네 일단 시드가 목표인데 오늘
So
너무
Queen
힘든
is saying
조가 걸려가지고 일단 오늘부터
he's having some
해결해야
tough
될것
time.
같아요.
That he kind of feels like he needs to take care of this round of 16 first.
준비는 나름 열심히 했는데
A lot of good players in this group.
상대들보다 역시 오늘 조가 너무 힘들다 보니까 해봐야 알 것 같아요.
He kind of finds, he kind of thinks
일컬어지고 있는
the group is
뒤쪽이기
kind of hard
때문에
that
상당히 좀 전운이
no matter how
감도는
much
듯한
he has
인터뷰
practice,
현장인데요.
he has to
옆에 계신
play
김태경
against
선수와도
his
인사
opponent first to
나눠볼까요?
figure out
안녕하세요.
whether he can make it into round of
안녕하세요.
6, round of 8 or whatnot. And we'll be moving into Bisu. How are you? You said during the group nomination, you said you wanted to play PvZ, and there are 2 Zergs in your group. How do you feel?
제가 원하던 상대가 아니어가지고 좀 아쉽긴 한데.
So Bisu is saying
항상 죽음의 조여가지고 막 그렇게 힘들다 이런 건 없고.
the 2 players in this round of 16, Queen and Soma, are not his favorite Zerg player to play against, but he's kind of okay with it.
어느 정도일까요?
제가 한 3번 정도 죽음의 조가 있었던 것 같은데
네.
2번은
So throughout the year,
한 번은 떨어졌거든요.
네.
he had about 3 death group.
올라왔던
He got eliminated round of 16 before, one time, 1 out of 3.
죽음의 조에서 떨어진 적보다는 올라간 적이 더
So most
많았던
of, so most of the case he usually survives and made it into round of 8. So he thinks he will be making it into round of 8. And how are you, best?
9이었어요. 네, 김명훈 선수, 김태경 선수와 같은 조에서 경기를 펼치신 적이 있는데 그때 결과도 혹시 기억하실까요?
So best is also talking about his
맞습니다.
round of
최종전에서
16 before.
안타깝게 패배를 하면서 좀
He
팔강의
lost to
진출이 좀
someone
좌절이
before
됐었는데
against
오늘은 그때와 좀 다른 기억을 갖고
against
돌아가셔야
someone
할
in
것
round of
같거든요.
16 in the
어떠세요?
decider match.
오늘이 더 힘든 것 같아요. 그때보다 조가 그래서
So best is saying that he kind of thinks this is the most difficult group that he ever played in his life. He would like to survive. He has practiced a lot.
선수거든요. 그럼 옆에 계신 박상현 선수와도 이야기 나눠보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
And we'll be moving into Soma as well.
김민철 선수와
How are you doing?
지명식에서
During the group nomination, you said you guys were
굉장히 첨예하게 대립을 했었는데
you guys were debating whether who wants to be in Group C.
들어가셨어요.
And unfortunately, you said Soki should be in Group C. And Soma wanted to be in a Group D. So how do you feel?
이렇게 탈락 위기감을 느껴본 적이 없거든요.
So Soma is saying that he never had a pressure about getting eliminated in round of 16. But now, since he's in the death group,
남았습니다.
he feels a bit nervous.
좀 지켜보셨을 것 같아요, 박상현 선수.
민중이 형이요?
민철 선수.
아 민철이 형이요.
So the question was to Soma, you probably were watching. You were probably watching of the last game of round of 16 Group C. Soki taking out JD. And how do you feel about it? Since you're a fake JD, Soma. And Soma said, congratulations to Soki. Any thought about being in this round of 16 Group D? He kinda expected about it, but he thought Queen would be picking Shuttle in this Group D. However, he wasn't expecting Mini to swap the players for the group nomination. He has the power of swapping the players at the last second. So Best got into this group. Soma?
함께 가고 싶던 형이 떠나니까 좀 너무 슬펐고.
He kinda feels sad
근데 뭐 어쩌겠어요. 그래서
when Shuttle had to go to Group B instead, swapping with Best. So we are here with 2 Zerg and 2 Protoss. We have some interesting questions. If there's any unit that, if there's any opponent race's unit that you would like to steal from, what do you like to steal? Okay, so Queen wants to take away Zealot. A lot of Protoss are whining about how strong Hydralists are, but he kind of thinks Zealot is the most important part that you have to manage to keep up the game in the early stage. So he wants to steal it. And Best, he is saying he wants to steal the Overlord. He wants to take away Overlord.
역시 죽음의 조에서 좀 빠질 수 없는 질문인 것 같습니다. 4명의 선수 모두 서로를 굉장히 강한 상대로 인식하고 계시겠지만 더더욱 이 선수와의 경기 조심해야겠다라는 좀 선수가 있을 것 같아요.
So is there any hardest player that you're gonna be facing against?
고 일단은 제가
And best is saying every single player in this round of 16 group D,
약간 이제 태경이가
they're all strong.
태경이랑 붙으면 약간 좀 더 까다로울 것 같아요.
Since Bisu and Best were in the same team before,
박상현 선수는 오늘
they kind of know about their play
경계해야 할
style,
선수.
so he
어떤
thinks he
선수일까요?
needs to be
첫 상대인
somewhat
제로기어
worried about playing against PvP instead of playing PvZ more.
토스들이 저는 무서운 것 같아요.
So Soma is saying he's scared of playing against Protoss.
토스전 과연 또 박상현 선수가 오늘 프로토스를 몇 번이나 만나게 될지도 좀
So
궁금해지는데요.
we're curious
마지막
about
질문입니다.
how many
이번
games you're going to be
네
playing
경기가
against Protoss,
굉장히
Soma.
흥미롭게 좀 펼쳐지고 있습니다. D조 경기 역시 많이 기대가 되는데요. 김명훈 선수,
There's a lot of
김태경
expectation
선수가
of,
생각하시는 D조의
by
가장
the
큰
audience.
매치업, 어떤 선수 대 어떤
Many-
선수의 대결로 좀 예상을 하실까요?
Oh, so what's the most interesting game that you will ever get to
오늘
see in
첫
this
경기.
round of 16 group D?
한판전.
네,
And
그래서 저도 첫 경기
he
비중을
thinks
되게 많이 두고
Queen
연습을
versus
해왔거든요.
Bisu
오늘
is probably gonna be the
경기만
most
이기면은 꼭 올라갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
김태경 선수.
most attractive game for audience to watch.
김태경 선수가 생각하시는
And it looks like Queen has prepared a lot
매치업, 어떤 매치업?
since he has to win this game of the best of one series against Bisu.
저도 보는
And
입장이었으면
Bisu
재밌을 텐데 저도
is
명훈이랑
saying that
하는
if he was a spectator of this round of 16, then he would be enjoying watching this PvZ matchup.
중요하지 않을까 싶어요.
However,
첫 경기 왠지 명경기가 만들어질 것 같은 예상이 되는데요. 자, 그럼 끝으로 네
However,
선수의
since he's a
각오를
player
들어보겠습니다. 또 마지막 8강
perspective,
진출자가 가려지기 때문에
he has some
남다른
pressure.
각오를
He
선수들에게
will try his best.
여쭤보겠습니다. 박상현 선수 한 말씀 해주시죠.
any last word to Soma?
좋지만
This is a death
힘든
group.
거 뚫고 올라가서
It is going to be a tough group for him. He will try to survive and make it into round of 8. And if he makes it into round of 8, he wants to be an ASL champ.
것 같은데 오늘 꼭 살아남아서
And Best is saying
네, 알겠습니다.
he never
김태경
actually
선수 한
survived in a death group in
제가
round of 16.
전역하고 나서 이제
He would like to
8강까지 한
prove
번밖에 없어요. 그래서
How much he has improved.
이번 시즌 진짜
and he wants to
8강
survive as
이후로
well.
4강까지 가는 게 좀
Most of the
두 번째
time, Bisu got
첫
eliminated.
번째고요.
Bisu is saying he usually gets eliminated in round of 16 or round of 8. He wants to actually climb up higher next for the future.
제가 최근에 계속 시드권을 따고
And
있는데
Queen?
오늘 가장 큰 위기라고
He
생각하고
always been in a
열심히
seeded
했으니까,
player.
네, 꼭 올라가도록 하겠습니다.
And he does not want to lose his spot.
명경기 기대하도록 하겠습니다.
He doesn't want to
고맙습니다.
play the qualifier pretty much. So thank you for the interview.
와 함께하는 ASL 시즌
And
13
that was the
마지막
Ask
16강 비교
ASL
경기가 여러분을
event.
기다리고 있습니다. 과연 8강
Players are gonna be going to
막차의
their
주인공은
seats
어떤
soon.
선수들이 될지 지금부터 경기 함께
And we're gonna be
하시죠.
moving into game number 1 momentarily.
Oh, I still don't have the sound.
I'll try to fix it for you. Right now I muted the sound. We can still talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can still talk about today's matchup. There's
All right, so Bisu,
Mhm.
Soma Best, and they're both playing on a Vermeer, which is a very Zerg favorite map. So I'm sure that Bisu and Best has prepared something for the against their top tier Zerg players.
Mm.
And I wonder what they prepared.
Yeah, Vermeer is one of the map. Protoss players do not have high win rate against all the race matchup I heard.
Right.
And these two Protoss players, Bisu and Best, they had some decent amount of time to prepare for this round of 16. I mean,
Right.
Group
2
A,
weeks.
yeah, they pretty much had 2 weeks of preparing of this round of 16, and I wonder how well they are actually prepared and how to counter against Zerg, because we have seen Gamo taking down Snow 2-0. That was very impressive, but it was a bit unfortunate for him that he wasn't able to make it into round of 8. And we're also looking at this round of 8 group draw. We are gonna be doing the group draw after this round of 16 group D. The caster Lee Hyun will be drawing the group, and we can see Rain, Action, JYJ, round of 16 first, and Light, Rush, Soki. They're the players who made it into round of 16 as a second player. And so this is pretty much how they draw. Whoever made it into round of 16 as the first player, they do not play against each other. So first player versus second player all the time. And we're also looking at here best versus queen. I did not know queen has 5-0 against best. So it looks like that's gonna be the one of the main key point. We have to be taking a look at whether best will be surviving when he faces queen.
Bisu still has the top #1 win rate against Zerg on ASL. It's interesting.
Yeah, so Bisu is one of the Protoss who is very sharp at using his Corsair and DT drop and whatsoever. And looks like we will be looking at players' information momentarily. Alright, we are looking at Queen. And I did not know his win rate went down this far. I mean, before he met Mini, he was the one had the highest win rate against Protoss, about 90% win rate. But he met Mini 2 times of a best of 7 series, 1-4 2 times. So I think that ruined his win rate there.
Yeah, it did. So that's why Soma got the first on ZVP.
And here is Beast's information. He did play a lot of PVZ, 64.1% win rate. Looking decent. Everything is above 50%. That's very skilled player. But unfortunately, he didn't win. He didn't win any of ASL. Yeah, he didn't get any ASL title, the champ title yet. But we know he's one of the strongest. One of the top strongest Protoss.
Yeah, Bisu was always weak on tournaments, especially on single tournaments.
Yeah, the individual tournament. Yes.
Yeah, individual tournaments.
He is somewhat weak, but I would like to see how well he's gonna be performing since he's done with his military service. Hopefully, he doesn't have that much of a stress as before.
Would love to see in the finals.
And Queen is... seems like he's getting more chubbier than before. And looks like players are going to be getting ready here. Queen versus Bisu for the first map. Of course, Vermeer. The maps were pretty much made by the Latias, the Neo-Soviet guy. But also getting the feedback by the ASL players. But I wonder how well they're going to be performing on this 4-player map.
Yeah, I'm just really curious of what Bisu has prepared for this match.
Okay, I'll be turning on the sound momentarily. Hopefully...
Oh, okay, finally I have it.
Hopefully the Legoman can hear the sound.
Yeah, I have it. Thank God.
Spawning location in the bottom left. White or pink Zerg. This is Queen.
And at the top, at the bottom right, we have our purple Protoss, Bisu. Is that purple?
No, that is sky blue, but we can
sky
call
blue?
it blue.
Okay.
Yeah, we can call it blue. This is a horizontal matchup, so it's not a vertical matchup, cross spawn matchup. So I find the rush distance is gonna be somewhat relatively short.
Right. The best scenario would be Bisu doing a gateway first play, and Queen going for a 11 hatchery or 12 hatchery. And because the Zerg has his mineral fields on the left side, the Zerg is not as rich as it has his mineral field on the right side. So if Bisu goes for that early gateway play, he can deal some damage with his early zealots. So let's see the build choices.
I've seen lots of Queen versus Bisu in a pro league. I know Queen is one of the Zerg players who likes to stay on lair tech most of the time. He's somewhat stubborn. He does not like to go for Hive. He just stays on lair tech all day with the +2 attack Hydralisk upgrade and getting lots of lurker containing Protoss all the time. And I wonder if Queen actually has prepared for something else.
Yeah, all right. So Queen is doing a 12 hatchery, and Bisu is doing a 10 gateway. He built his gateway at supply count 10. Well, usually some other Protoss players build their gateway at 9 supply, which we call it a 9 gateway, to deal some damage and harass against this 12 hatchery or 11 hatchery build. But since Bisu has done a 10 gateway and going to scout Queen at the last, not sure whether his first Zealot will deal any damage.
Well, this is first time I'm seeing you started off with the gateway expansion, but you're doing the double probe scout. What is the what is the purpose of doing?
All right, so Bisu, because Bisu has done a 10 gateway, without this double scout, he doesn't know if Queen is going for a 9 pool, right? So, and because Bisu sent this second scout, he knows that Queen is not doing a 9 pool, so he is able to take this first Zealot out to harass Queen.
So yeah, that probe is doing some work, denying that expansion as much as possible, but
Ooh, that was close.
it was so close, but wasn't able to deny it that much. First Zealot coming in, drone will be holding off on the ramp.
Alright, Bisu just wants to harass on the Zerg main. Some other Protoss players wants to harass the Zerg's third hatchery, but Bisu, he just wants to harass some drones.
Okay, that is a nice drone drill.
Yeah, almost got a kill, but you gotta remember, this first Zealot didn't get any drone kills, but it did make a lot of drones not work. Ooh, and Bisu's gotta be careful with that scouting probe.
Okay, that Zealot did not snipe the drone yet, but okay, I don't think that Zealot did much of a damage. He lost the Zealot and a probe, and now it's kind of forced for Bisu to put down Forge really fast here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he can hold this Zergling attack off though, because he lost his first Zealot with only killing a single Zergling, and his second Zealot didn't even kill a single thing. So Bisu is going to feel pressured at this moment. Because he lost his scouting probe, he doesn't know whether the Zerg is droning up or making Zerglings. So now, Bisu is forced to pull off all of his probes, not all of his probes, but most of his probes.
Yeah, those 5 Zerglings are just pretty much taking out the shield from the gateway, and now that another Zealot will get around, but...
Alright.
Okay.
That other Zealot just spawned at the perfect timing, but we still have 3 Zerglings on Bisu's main.
Oh, look at that Queen. Queen is not minding the gas. That means he is getting the metabolic boost, the Zergling speed on the way. I think he's just gonna get some Zergling and a Zergling speed at the same time. Whenever Bisu ever moves out with Zealot, I think he wants to just take it down.
Yeah, but if the Zerg went for link speed first, and if Queen sees that Bisu is going to move out with his Zealots, he is going to produce Zerglings and take those Zealots down. So as you can see, we already have about 8-ish, I think. Yeah, 8 Zerglings out. We have Bisu with 3 Zealots moving out, but he will see that link speed is done on his main base, so he retreats his Zealots. Good choice by Bisu.
Yeah, nice decision making. I mean, 5-minute Zergling speed is relatively fast compared to compared to the normal standard build. And yeah, he's playing really well here, not overextending with his Zealot.
Yeah, he did not lose his Zealots, but he is losing a lot of probes on his main. And this is not looking so good for Bisu, because he has lost too many probes to those 3 Zerglings.
I like how Queen is just making some Zerglings into more hatchery over here. No lair attack whatsoever, but he's gonna be missing that sneaky Zealot.
Yeah, that Zealot was sneaky. Queen did have full vision in front of Bisu's main, but somehow this Zealot was sneaky, and Queen is not looking at this screen. What is Queen doing? Oh, I guess he taken down those Zealots with his lings, but he is completely missing the screen. The Zealot has already done 8-9 kills. Oh no, Queen. Oh, never mind. He didn't even take it down these Zealots.
I don't understand what's going on about how Queen is playing, because what was the purpose of chasing that Dragoon? I mean, I thought it was much better to take down the Zealot.
Yeah, it was much better to take down the Zealots. but I thought the Queen was taking down those Zealots with his micro, but so that's why he missed that screen. But Queen was, I have no idea.
I think Bisu is just gonna be taking all the advantage from here on.
Yeah,
Because he
definitely.
he probably knows there is no lair tech whatsoever. by
Right,
Queen.
right. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is the classic. I think this is one of the classic PVZ's playstyle where you make only single Corsair
Right.
into +1 for gateway.
Right, right. This is a build that Mini has used a lot when he has gone for the gateway first build. So you get only 1 or 2 Corsairs and you just build 4 gateways because you know that the Zerg. When you know that the Zerg is no lair and just relying on Hydralisks to defend the Corsair. And because Bisu knew that Queen went for link speed first, he has chosen this build. And because Bisu is relying on Zealots, Bisu should not be losing any Zealots, so he should be careful with those.
And we can see Bisu already has the +1. Zealot speed is already done at this time. And the Zerglings are doing some job here.
Yeah.
To buy some time. But I mean, Queen lost so many drones by the one that was out earlier. That is.
Yeah, but we also gotta take into account that Bisu has also lost a lot of probes early on before Queen lost his drones. So Bisu's extra gateways were a bit late because he lost so many probes. All right, but this attack is being quite painful to Queen. He is losing a lot of drone mining time on Hydras.
I like
that's just surrounded.
I like how he was taking down the chamber, Evolution Chamber. Oh no, it's Evolution Chamber is not taken down, but I mean this damage is just way too much for Queen to recover.
And because Queen has only 5 hatcheries, while Bisu already has 6 or 8 gateways, this game is going to look very tough for Queen. Look at Bisu's bank here that has 800 minerals, and Queen only has like 150. Not even any 100 minerals to add another hatchery.
I think at this game scenario, Queen probably has to go for just Hydraless all in here. I don't think he can play late game style.
Yeah. Queen can't go for late game. He just has to add sunken colonies and build a spire for lucky Mutalisk. Yeah, he's doing that right now. He just built a spire, but Bisu already has 8 gateways on the way. So I'm pretty sure Bisu is going to attack before those mutas pop out. And Bisu, he has his Corsair out, but I don't think he saw that spire yet. Alright, he cancels the photon cannon. That's good.
Yeah, those 3 high tempers are now out on the map. I'm pretty sure Bisu will be just keeping those 3 High Templars inside of his base and save up the energy for the future. And meanwhile, with his speed lot, he will be trying to buy some time, but these Hydralisks are a little bit of out of position, and 1 single Dark Templar as well. I think Bisu will be using that 1 single Dark Templar for the Dark Templar drop soon.
Yeah, or I think this Dark Templar is just to cut some Queen's Hydras, so he can have that vision advantage. And with this vision advantage, he has moved out his High Templars and Zealots without getting sniped at all. But Bisu has to be careful with this. If this Zealot High Templar attack fails and he loses his High Templars and he doesn't know about that Spire, because Bisu doesn't have any Corsairs out, he might be vulnerable to mutas.
I think he forgot about his Side Remover or something. Maybe he just miscalculated the timing and thing. I mean, I didn't get to hear any of Storm.
Yeah, Bisu didn't use any Side Storms, but these Zealots did come in on Queen's natural, but mutas pop out. 5 mutas we have.
Yeah, they are doing some work. Evolution Chamber is getting taken down. And we are showing the Spectator is showing the Hydraless upgrade. +1 gets denied.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a huge disadvantage for Queen because Bisu already has 1/1 upgrade. Here's the Dark Templar
shuttle.
drop. Yeah, that
But
must
it's
be
going
the...
to get cleared by the mutas. And I don't think the Star Templar will live. Yeah. Alright, so after all this happened, Bisu lost a lot of Zealots. Well, he did deny Queen's +1, but Bisu still doesn't have any coursers, and he has determined to not make any coursers. So Bisu has to defend for a while against these mutas. So Queen does have some time to drone up, and because Queen now has his six hatchery, he will now have his mass Hydra production, and these mutas sniping 2 High Templars. Alright.
That was a nice way of picking up those 2 High Templars, but the number of goons is slowly getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be somewhat scary for Queen. Okay, Queen does have the high ground advantage, but he does not have the upgrade. Okay, more High Templar is coming out. Bisu does not have armor too.
Yeah, he's not going for that upgrade. He just wants more units, and he just wants to end the game, but I'm not sure about that decision, Bisu. Oh, I think he has those High Templars on his shuttle.
Maybe.
But fighting Zerg without Psystorm, it's a very ineffective fight, though. Alright, his first High Templar is not going to use a Psystorm. Alright, he used his first Psystorm.
That's a really weird fight. What I'm seeing on. I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, Bisu, you just lost 5 High Templars with only using a single Psystorm.
Well, still, Queen somewhat desperate. He was sending all of his Overlord. If he loses all of the Overlord, then he will be getting supply block. Even though the game got messy, I think Bisu still have some lead here.
Right. Bisu has gained the lead by gaining his high ground back, but this game was a really good looking game for Bisu, but Bisu had made several mistakes, like not using Psystorm and losing some High Templars. But Bisu still has 8 gateways, and this 8 gateway Zealot Dragoons can just overpower those Hydralisks.
So that was a solid play by Bisu.
Yeah.
With his Zala Micro and drawing the attention with his first gun against a couple Zergling earlier in the mid stage, and the sneaky Zala. I think that was just a
that was the game changer.
MVP unit.
Yeah, but we should call him something more than 02 or Phoenix.
Yeah, they.
But alright, I personally think this was a huge misplay by Queen. There was no reason for him to miss that sneaky Zealot because he got his link speed first, right? So if you have your link speed first, you have all the Zerglings to scout the map, and you can deny any Zealots coming out from Protoss. But he missed that sneaky Zealot, and that Zealot, while that Zealot was killing 9 drones, Queen was just not hearing that alarm.
Right. Yeah, so those Zealot pretty much hurt Queen so much, and we still have one more PvZ game to go on, but before that, commercial break will come back soon. Alright, welcome back. We still got more matches to go on. I thought we were gonna be talking about the ASL event, but never mind. The next game it is going to be Best versus Soma. We'll be taking. Oh, look at that! He's wearing the jersey, the
I love
Bosford.
that. I love that Bosford jersey. It looks so cool.
Yeah, it's a Bosford jersey shirt. Representing of this Bosford. I think he is one of the leader, I believe, and we can also see from his
He's the leader of Bosford.
Statistical information: 60% win rate, 21 wins and 14 losses. And in season 2, he made it into semi-final. I did not know about it.
And all those versus Protoss lawsuits are mostly by Mini. We have Best ditching that ASL uniform. I love it.
But actually, Soma is also in Bosford, but he doesn't have the jersey shirt.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, but never mind. He's still wearing the ASL jacket. We can see his Zerg versus Protoss matchup, 13 wins and 4 losses. I remember back then he won against Bisu 3-2.
I remember that one.
I think it was season 7, season 8.
Right, round of 8 or something.
And that must be the 2 losses from Bisu. I don't know where the other 2 losses are from. I think Mini. I think Soma died to Mini's Dark Templar before in season 11. So
maybe. All right, so you told me that the studio is cold, right? And Best is wearing a T-shirt.
Or maybe he's just got warmed up. Maybe they got some heater turned on. Depending on the ASL staff, whether they want to turn on the heater or whatnot. So.
Oh, I see.
I don't really know, but last time when I was there, it was cold.
Or maybe Best just doesn't care about coldness.
Yeah, I was there in April last time. That was like 11 months ago. It was very cold. But
Best are very manly Protoss.
Anyways, we are here to go for the game number 2. Best versus Soma on Vermeer. Looks like players are ready, having all those noise cancellation headset on. And yeah, we are moving into game number 2 now.
버미어에서 게임을 시작합니다.
Its spawning location in the top left, the blue Protoss. This is Best.
And at the top right, this is Soma.
Okay, this is another horizontal matchup, just like the last game. It was a 5 versus 7, but now this is 11 versus 11.
What are you doing, Soma? Oh, what was that?
What do you mean?
Did you see what I saw?
No, I didn't see anything.
Soma was not moving his drone back to work. I'm not sure if you saw that exactly, but that drone returned cargo, and he was not moving his drone at all. So Soma did make just a really small mistake there, but
I'm looking at his drone. I see what your point. He is microing his drone.
Yeah, he is. What do you call it? 6th mineral, right?
7th.
No, I think it's 6th. Well, the drone that stopped was 6th, and he's doing that. Yeah, he's just done it right now. Return cargo micro thing.
Yeah, he's microing his drone to do some optimization to get some building much quickly than on a regular.
Oh, never
timing.
mind. It's 7th. Yeah, 7th. Sorry.
So we are seeing the 4 losses of Soma. That's versus Bisu.
Ooh.
And 2 losses also from Best. I did not know. So those 2 losses are actually from Bisu and Best, season 11.
And Best starting with a forge first, but because he got Soma on his first scout, this is a very good start for Best. He won't let Soma take his natural hatchery, so Soma is forced to build his first additional hatchery somewhere else.
Yeah, that
Soma doesn't want to send this drone to somewhere else. He just wants to build this hatchery here, but Best with his probe micro.
Okay, nice micro to deny the hatchery as much as possible.
Yeah, that was good.
And now Zerglings are gonna be on production. Best will be putting down the photon cannon momentarily. Yeah,
When you're annoying the Zerg like this with your probe, as long as your Nexus builds first before that hatchery, it's a very good start for you. And right now, the Nexus was built almost the same as the hatchery, so it's a very good start for Best. And Soma has only made 2 Zerglings.
I like how Soma is just holding off his rep.
Yeah, definitely.
He kind of knows that this has to be the Pylon Scout into a Forge expansion most likely anyway, and he's just not interested of sending out the Zergling to chase that probe. He is just working on the optimization of making more drone on time. And now Best does not have any intel whether Soma has the extractor first before the 3rd hatchery or hatchery into an extractor here.
Yeah, Best doesn't know when this Zerg extractor was built, so he is unaware of the Zerg's main situation on the Zerg main base.
Not sure
Usually,
why.
Not
sure why I have a feeling that Soma will be going for the Hydra then here. And this is going to be most likely 973 opening by Soma.
But we gotta take note that Best has built his photon cannon fairly on the back of his SimCity, so he won't easily die to Hydras, because those Hydras won't have range to kill that first photon cannon. They have to destroy the forge and the gateway to get in range with that photon cannon.
Okay, that is absolutely true as you mentioned, and there was a small chance that Best would have gotten inside of the base.
Small chance.
There's a chance.
Alright, I think that drone was there. And because Best has moved out this first, he got the Best, his scouting probe died to these 4 Zerglings. And I think Best will just hide this first Zealot.
Yeah, one Zealot is going to be hiding at the 3 o'clock side. And I think Soma saw that Zealot. I mean, there's supposed to be the Zealot standing right next to his gateway or forge, between the forge and the pylon, but there's nothing else. And now Soma is actually suspecting about the hidden Zealot somewhere.
Right.
He's spreading all of his Zergling.
Pretty sure Soma? Oh, I thought that you were going to go inside there and look for those spots, but Soma is going to spot that Zealot. Yeah, it just did. Wow. Okay, Best wanted to move the Zealot, and at that perfect timing, Soma found that. So it was kind of a bit unlucky for the Best, but this first Zealot will know that, oh, Soma, you didn't get link speed, so you must have used your 100 gas on somewhere else. Let me guess, Hydras? And
yeah, he is doing his best to check, and now he finally gets to see the first Hydra list just came out, and wonder what exactly Soma has. Soma has 974 drone.
Yeah, he has a lot of drones on this 3rd actually. That was a small misplay by Soma. He could have hidden those Hydras from that Zealot, so Best wouldn't confirm that it's Hydras, but he showed his Hydras on his 3rd, so Best knows that Hydra attack isn't coming. Oh, and what is this hidden pylon? I love this by Best.
Oh, I think this is going to be the hidden pylon for the gateway, but I mean, before you do the proxy building, you have to defend your natural first. If you don't defend your natural, oh my, photon cannon just taken down at the last second.
Alright, so Best wasn't expecting those Hydras to come in like that and destroy his photon cannon that was built on the backside of his SimCity. So Best is kind of surprised now, and he's wondering, oh my god, how did I lose those photon cannons?
It looks like the range upgrade is done.
Yeah, that was very sharp by Soma.
This is kind of somewhat a frustration for Best. I mean, I can understand he wanted to be somewhat greedy to be having more economic lead since he wasn't able to scout Soma's main base with his probe. He doesn't have any intel, but I kind of find he did not spend that much of money for the more photon cannon to defend this early Hydraless pressure. And yeah, Soma will be moving into the winners round, and of course at the winners round, Bisu is waiting there.
All right, so it's going to be Bisu versus Soma, and best versus queen.
Yeah, I think we are gonna be moving into the ASL Hot 6 commercial break after this game number 2. So let's talk about this game number 2 more. I don't understand why Best did not put much of a photon cannon to defend his the hydraless pressure in the early stage.
All right, what Protoss players, professional level Protoss players like to do is put down 3 photon cannons first,
Okay.
and then add your fourth photon cannon if the Zerg is making some more hydralisks, because you
Okay.
want to have your gateways first, right?
Right.
So that you can make some zealots and have those zealots ready to defend your photon cannon line. But Best was kind of and Best was kind of greedy there. He built only 3 photon cannons, and he wanted to do a proxy pylon, and and I don't know. I'm not sure if that was going to be a Dark Templar or a hidden Zealot rush, but Best wanted to do something there. But if Best wanted to do that, he had to have 4 photon cannons finished. But with only 3 photon cannons, I just think that Best didn't expect that his natural would be destroyed by those hydras.
Yeah, that was totally off with his game plan.
Yeah.
And yeah, we weren't able to see what exactly he wanted to do because like the game just purely ended by hydraless bust.
But I'm pretty sure Best wanted to do a proxy gateway and then a Dark Templar, because that's what Mini has done before, and it did work because the Zerg usually wants to gather up his overlords on a single spot because of that Corsair. So your third hatchery doesn't have a overlord, and Best wanted to use that. In fact, use that as an advantage and wanted to do some hidden Dark Templars, but his natural just couldn't bear those Hydra attack.
Yeah, it looks like now the Castor Park in the middle is about to shove in the blue bottle of the Hot 6 Vital Energy,
Yeah.
whatever the sports drink they are called.
Drinking Hot 6, a total bottle in two days in a row. I wonder if that's okay. Well, I guess it's okay.
I don't think it's the energy drink. It's a sports drink, so it should be okay. Just like tastes like a beverage drink, so it should be alright for them.
Also, you're saying that it's a Hot 6 sports drink?
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm thinking of.
So I guess it's different from the energy drink. All right.
Wonder if they have it in a convenience store. If they have it, maybe I'll just check it out.
Yeah. I'll try it definitely.
I'll try it all. And looks like Korean commentators are wrapping it up. We will be coming back soon after the commercial break. Welcome back. We are once again here. We have still more games to be cast. The winners match, it is going to be Bisu versus Soma, and I wonder how exactly Bisu has prepared for this winners match, because Bisu got eliminated by Soma in season 8, 3-2.
Yeah.
And I wonder how Soma is going to be defending against those Bisu's attack.
And recalling my memory, and I think that Bisu lost to Soma 3 games to Hydras, all 3 games. So Bisu versus Soma, Bisu has to be aware of that Hydra bust. He just saw Best versus Soma. I hope that Bisu just doesn't die to that Hydra bust.
And we're also seeing this map. We are going to be playing on an Eclipse, Water, and Monopoly. So we are not going to be able to get to see the 4-player map at all. This is all 2 and 3-player map.
Alright, so that's a good sign for Bisu, playing on 2-player map and a 3-player map.
Okay, looks like players are ready. All the noise cancellation got turned on and they're wearing it. And Bisu versus Soma on Eclipse.
이클립스에서 게임을 시작합니다.
Spawning location in the bottom left, the pink color. This is Bisu.
And at the top right, our purple Zerg, or blue. I think it's navy. Navy Zerg, Soma.
Well, that's actually the magenta color.
Oh, magenta
right?
color?
Yeah,
Alright,
magenta.
I'm weak with colors actually. So.
Right, so that's understandable. Anyways, yeah, we can see the ASL match history. That was it wasn't season 8. So season 9, round of 8. Soma beat Bisu 3-2. So one of the most memorable game we can ever get to remember. And we see Soma is working on the mineral boost here. And Bisu sending out the probe to his natural, about to build a pylon.
Soma is obsessed with mineral boosting. He just does everything to boost his mineral optimization, and he never misses it. So I wonder if he's going to go for a 9 pull or just a 12 hatchery on this map. All right, he made that overlord, so it's not going to be a 9 pull. It's going to be a 12 hatchery or a 11 hatchery opening. Ooh, a forge. Interesting choice by Bisu.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be the gateway opening, but never mind. He put down the 10 forge, and Soma is about to go for 11 hatchery.
All right, so sometimes Protoss players hide that first scout, but no, Bisu is not interested on doing that. He just shows his probe scout to that overlord.
Okay.
And because Bisu has done a forge first, Bisu might do a photon cannon rush. Oh, he just builds that pylon there.
Okay,
all right.
So we'll be warping another pylon, so that's gonna be the death sign for Soma to react ASAP here.
Yeah, and if you look at the map, Bisu has sent a second probe, so Bisu is committed with his photon cannon rush. And Soma is not interested on stacking the drone and how do you call it? And doing that drone thing? Drone drill?
Stacking the worker and then jumping over the mineral line?
Yeah, jumping over the mineral line. He's not doing it. He's actually just going to destroy this pylon. But, alright, okay. Bisu fails to build that pylon. So Soma will be able to cancel this photon cannon because he has 4 drones attacking it.
Oh, wow.
It's most likely that this photon cannon will just get destroyed. Alright, but Bisu is seriously committed with this. He lost 2 probes already, and he built those 2 photon cannons. So if this fails, this is going to be a huge loss for Bisu. Oh no.
Wow, I'm really shocked at how easily Soma defended the photon cannon with his worker.
Yeah, some Zerg players they build they build extractor and try to jump through the Vespene geyser, but Soma has his own way of defending that cannon rush. He just destroyed that pylon.
Yeah, that
But
is
still,
that was a very interesting one, and now Soma finally reacts to save his overlord. And Bisu, I find him really behind in this game because his his nexus is really slow compared to Soma's hatchery timing. Soma literally can't do anything. Maybe he might just go for third hatchery at the 12 o'clock location and also attacking up at the same time, or even go for Hydraless all-in maybe.
But Bisu has sent his third probe. This is a third probe, guys. So Bisu has already lost 2 probes doing that cannon rush. So if Bisu loses this, he is going to play blind, and you don't want to be in that situation. So Bisu is desperately trying to save this scout, but Bisu actually went down the ramp, so those 2 Zerglings will block or deny any scouts from now on. And Soma already has his Hydroden going on.
Yeah, I kind of expected that Soma would be putting down the Hydroden. I mean, I kind of saw him, he wasn't mining those Vespene gas with 3 workers. He was trying to balance out the mineral and then the Vespene gas as much as possible to also push that probe away. And since that probe got out of the main base, and now there are 6 Zerglings will be standing at the natural.
Right, because Soma knows that that first lot is out. Soma made some additional Zerglings. Bisu is just going to send his second Zealot on the way. Alright, so Bisu with this first Zealot on Soma's third. This will automatically drag those links into that Zealot, and while he does that, Bisu might just have the chance to scout Soma's main base, but nope. Soma already has 4 Zerglings on his natural, denying that scout, and and this is a good thing by Soma. He has his link speed, so Bisu just might not think about Hydras.
Yeah, didn't expect Soma would be having the Zergling speed at this specific time. Soma is sending 3 more drone at his 3rd expansion, so I guess Soma is preparing for the 973. And Hydralists are coming out. Corsair production on the way at the natural, but Bisu does not have any intel.
No. Yeah, Bisu doesn't even have any minerals to build additional cannon, and he's only relying on a single cannon, so... and he even built that photon cannon close to his gateway. This is going to be deadly. I think Bisu is just going to die to these Hydras. He needs to have his probes out right now. He only has a single cannon. It's not time for the Corsair to kill Overlord. It's time to defend.
Yeah, Corsair was trying to buy some time to draw some attention, but now Photon Cannon is about to get completed. But only a single Photon Cannon to defend this here. Okay, Zealots are taking a lot of hit.
Oh no, he lost all of his Zealots. This means that he has to build more Photon Cannons. Yeah, Bisu is forced to build more Photon Cannons, and his Corsair is even low on health. So this Corsair can just die anytime. And if that Corsair dies, he doesn't know if Soma is going to be droning up or making more Hydras. So Bisu has to be extremely careful with that Corsair. And we have Soma moving in with those Hydras, but there was a bit micro mistake. And Soma has actually wasted a lot of Hydras here.
I kind of find that Hydraless attack it seemed a bit bad. I mean, maybe because I've been watching Zealot, one of the amateur Zerg player who's really good at doing
Zealot.
the Hydraless all-in all the time.
Yeah.
And Soma's the earlier attack he just did a couple seconds ago, it seemed really bad to me.
Yeah. There was a huge micro mistake.
But still, he will be able to get that forge down.
Right.
No +1.
I think that +1 was about like 95% ish. Bisu desperately didn't want to cancel that, but it did get denied. So the game is not so bad for the Zerg.
Yeah, the game seems about to be even in my opinion because the +1 did not finish for Bisu. And there is the Evolution Chamber at the 3rd expansion. Bisu should be adding there is a forge at the main base, so His +1 upgrade is going to be matching with Soma's +1 Hydraless damage upgrade. So I kind of find this is somewhat Soma's favor.
Alright, and usually when the Zerg does a 973, you want to have your Spire and your Lurker upgrade and your 6th hatchery. But Soma right now doesn't have his 6th hatchery ready. So it's definitely a game that is playable for Bisu. The game is not over yet. Usually when the Protoss gets his +1 denied by 973 and builds like a gazillion photon cannons, the game is almost unplayable for the Protoss. But at this pace, the game is still yet playable for Bisu.
Adding some, I'm not sure whether that was adding an additional Corsair, but first Corsair with the full HP, still doing some scout. But as soon as he sees the 3rd gas, he should be suspecting about something. Normally, if Zerg is getting the 3rd gas super fast, Zerg can do anything. He can go for the Lurker upgrade, he can go for the Muta switches or whatsoever.
Well, that 3rd gas timing is just right after Soma built his 6th hatchery, so it definitely makes sense. And from now on, Soma can just do anything. He can go for only Lurker, only Hydra Lurkers, and with some drop, and some mixed up Lurkers with Mutas. So it's going to be very annoying for the Protoss. Protoss has to think about everything.
A single Corsair is about to do some work. But
oh no, that High Templar! Alright, he uses the Side Storm, but still, Bisu has to save everything right now. He has to save every resources, even Zealots.
Yeah, Soma is just gonna be backing up a little. He did manage to kill one of the High Templar earlier. Yeah, I guess he's somewhat desperate to save that Overlord for some reason, but I think oh, never mind, he gets the Overlord speed, I didn't know.
Yeah, he gets the Overlord speed, so he's going to save this Overlord. And right now, at this stage, at this point of game, Bisu has got 0 Overlord kills.
Right.
And Soma saving that first Overlord that has only like 70 HP, it's going to feel really good for him. Wow. This game is looking so good for Soma.
Well, I saw there are 3 Lurker eggs at the natural, so...
Yeah.
I am gonna be thinking, it kind of forced Bisu to put down 3 photon cannon at the main base and some photon cannon at the natural as well. But all those minerals were spent at the main base, and now Soma gonna be moving out with this +1 Hydra, and yeah, the +1 should be done in maybe
any soon. Yeah, anytime soon.
There
Alright, it's just done now.
There it is, and the Lurkers are gonna be out on the field. 4 Lurkers. Okay.
This game is looking so painful for Bisu. Alright, Bisu actually got his +1 armor upgrade first, because he knows that Zerg is going for the Hydra play, and I think it's a good choice of Bisu.
Okay, let's see. The supply count is somewhat nearly even, and now Bisu is gonna be moving out. He has some Observer and High Templar behind, and Soma is bringing a lot of army.
Yeah, he needs to be careful with moving out his army, because there is a lot of mass Hydras and Lurkers. He has to save those Zealots from that Lurkers. Those Zealots are just taking too much damage by the Hydras and Lurkers, and these Zealots just melt down.
Wow, those High Templar did some great job killing some Hydralis, and we do not see leftover High Templars for Bisu.
Yeah.
He does have another 150 energy to use Double Storm, but the Lurker Contain is about to start here. Bisu is getting contained.
Yeah, the Protoss nightmare is beginning. And while this contain is happening, if you have 4 High Templars with full energy, then you might be able to get through this. But Bisu only has 2 High Templars, so every time he loses a single High Templar, it means 3 less Dragoons, because 50 gas for a Dragoon and 150 gas for High Templar. So the less Dragoons he has, the less possibility he will get through this contain.
Yeah, those Hydralis are trying to do some job and draw some attention, and even making some Zergling. I just heard some shuttle picking up some units. Not sure what exactly Bisu is planning for, but I can see the supply count is nearly the even, and I heard whenever the Zerg supply count is somewhat even to Protoss army, That's not a good sign for Protoss.
Yeah. All right. The Protoss does have a supply lead, but I'm pretty sure that those are just probes, because Bisu is one of the Protoss who likes to produce a lot of probes. All right. He does have a decent army, but he needs to be careful with those High Templars. Oh no, those High Templars are just 2 new High Templars that are ready to use Ice Storm.
Definitely a good play by Soma picking up the High Templar. And those goons and zealots are getting melted. I mean, this lurking contain is just too tough for Bisu.
Yeah.
What happened to the shuttle? Where's the shuttle?
The shuttle is just standing right on top of the Dragoons. Wait, is that the second shuttle?
I'm not sure, but I guess Soma is just gonna be diving in. I guess Soma is just overly confident. He'll be diving in. I mean, but he's just taking lots of hit by the photon cannon. Can he actually end the game?
Yeah, he's almost... Well, even if he doesn't end the game, he is on a huge lead because he just killed all of those Dragoons and some Zealots.
Oh, that's another waste of high side storm.
Yeah.
For Bisu, and Soma is gonna have the excess of mining the 4 gas and 4 gas Zerg. It's just
4 gas Zerg?
Yeah,
Oh,
unlimited lurker.
Yeah, he's going to make lurkers non-stop. And while this is happening, if Protoss has, you know, really good upgrades like 3 plus 3 plus 2, then Bisu might have a chance, but this upgrade is just too poor. It's terrible. 1-1 is not going to work for this.
Yeah, 1-1 upgrade against this Zerg army. Bisu's supply count is slowly going down. 92, but he's keeping
slowly
up once
decreasing.
Again. Yes, Soma is making a lot of units here. He's not interested of saturating the 4th base because as long as he has 4 gas, he will be making lots of lurker.
Right. He's not interested in mining those because mining those means he has to produce drones, and producing drones means less hydras. So he just wants this containment to be strong. He doesn't want this containment to get through. And I think Soma has just the game now. Bisu has lost all units, and he taps out.
Yeah, that was somewhat a super lead in the early stage of the game by Soma with defending the photon cannon rush with 6 drone. I didn't think he would be defending the photon cannon rush with attacking the pylon with 6 drone.
All right, what I think is Bisu should have just done that photon cannon rush, but instead of doing building 2 more photon cannons on the behind those mineral lines, he should have just warped in a nexus, right? So because Soma has lost a lot of mining time with those 6 drones, I think the game was playable for Bisu if he just had not built those 2 photon cannons behind those mineral lines.
Yeah, Soma just showed us how strong he was. And yeah, the second map is going to be played on Butter. I don't know if Protoss can actually do the photon cannon rush on that map.
What map? Sorry, Butter. All right, Butter. On Butter, you can't do a photon cannon rush.
So you cannot do the photon cannon rush. So okay, that's the given fact that Protoss cannot do the photon cannon rush. I guess so. Now that is gonna be the somewhat advantage for Soma once again, since 12 hatchery will become more I should say invincible. I should say, because you cannot do the photon cannon rush.
Invincible.
Yeah.
What do you mean invincible?
Like, can you not kill the 12? How else can you kill the 12 hatchery?
Just do a Proxy 99, Bisu. Do the Proxy 99 gateway. Come on, Bisu, you can do it. Show us. No, actually, I think Bisu is going to do a Proxy 99.
Okay, let's take a look. Looks like players are ready. Bisu versus Soma on the second game. That is going to be played on Butter.
버터에서 게임을 시작합니다.
Spawning location, the top right, the blue Protoss. This is Bisu.
I'm almost 100% sure that Soma is going to do a 12 hatchery, and to kill that, the Proxy 99 is actually a good choice, but I don't think Bisu's gonna do that. Yeah.
And also a spawning location at the bottom left, bottom right, that the resurrect, that is Soma. And we are seeing Bisu is not sending out the probe yet. Okay, he's finally sending it out. That is going to be the standard pylon at the natural.
Right. Well, you can still do a 9-9 gateway on your natural, but I don't think Bisu's gonna do it because Butter has a somewhat long rush distance. And he's just doing a pylon scout, which is good against a 12 hatchery build, because the Zerg has to, because the Zerg is forced to do a 11 pull build when he wants to do a 12 hatchery build, and a pylon scout comes. All right, so, ooh, and this is a good. This is actually a very smart play by Soma. He sent out his drone early to see if it's a pylon scout, and as soon as he sees that pylon scout, he goes for that overlord pool build instead of making 2 drones.
So that is a very smart move by Soma, and I like how Soma is just taking up some shield and buy some time.
Yeah, and it even took off a small little HP of the probe. So the probe only has 19 HP. So whenever a drone is going to fight that probe, the drone will win because the probe only has 19 HP. So that's a little detail that Soma was paying attention on.
And I like this hatchery placement because Soma definitely knows this cannot be the gateway opening by Bisu.
Yeah.
And he chose to put down a hatchery at the 6 o'clock instead. So he's not going to get any delayed hatchery at all. More drones popping out.
Alright, but Bisu knows that this map has a long rush distance, so usually you go for that 13 Nexus 13 photon cannon, but Bisu has made a single more probe, so it's the build order now is 14 Nexus 14 photon cannon. So another small detailed play by Bisu, our pro level professional players, paying attention to every little detail.
And I'm seeing Soma's extractor timing is somewhat relatively fast. The third hatchery did not start. The third hatchery started after the extractor, so Soma is getting all those technology super fast in a normal time, and we see Bisu still does not have a gas yet.
Yeah, so this third, because considering this gas timing, this will most likely be a lair opener or link speed, but since Bisu has his probe scouting Soma's main base, Soma will most likely go for a lair. Exactly. And Bisu sees that lair, but you still can't pull off your probe because the Zerg can always cancel the lair and make double Hydra extend and just do a Hydra all in.
Yeah, that can be one of the possibility, but I just saw Soma spent another 100 spin gas. That should be the metabolic boost.
Right.
Bisu is saving the probe as much as possible to get all the intel. Bisu is not getting the +1 attack upgrade, but he got the second gas before the cybernetics core finishes. So I have a feeling Bisu will go for Corsair into DT follow-up.
Or you can just do a Corsair and a speed lot follow. It doesn't really matter if you, because that second gas. You can also get that second gas when you're doing a speed lot Corsair build. So we still have to see if it's going to be a Corsair Dark Templar build or just a Corsair speed lot build.
Well, that is a lot of Zerglings has been made by Soma. Soma is just not okay. He will be defending that first Zealot with a couple Zerglings, but what are the other Zerglings? Okay, there are the additional Zerglings.
Oh no! Bisu, you have to defend your natural. Oh no, he doesn't react, and okay, he reacted too late, but I wonder if he can save that photon cannon. Oh, that photon cannon just barely got destroyed.
Okay, I
sure he
think
canceled that.
I think I know what the plan is for Soma, because he's just gonna be squeezing all of his resource for additional Zergling, and with this additional Zergling right now, he will be just go for Mutalist Zergling all in at this moment.
Oh my god. Bisu just died to that Ling run by. And this Photon Cannon will not be finished.
I don't
because
think
it has
so.
some more time to get finished. And
yeah, I think this is just gonna be the GG, because I see Soma just gonna be making lots of Zergling, switching over to Mutalist all in later on. That was an absolutely nice mind game by Soma.
yeah, it was.
Sending couple of Zergling out the other way around and go for backstab. That was a clean one.
Bisu was just too complacent about sending out his second Zod. He missed those Zergling movement, and because Bisu sent out his second Zod, he was unaware of those additional Zerglings. And usually the Zerg gets the Zergling link speed after the second Zod gets out. So Bisu was a bit unconscious about that, and he had to give away his game. So it's going to be Best versus Bisu in the losers match. I mean, is that right? Winner losers match?
Yeah, losers match, and we'll be moving into the interview. Well, so the first player who will be advancing into round of 16 will be Soma. So
no, it's Best versus Queen, right?
Yeah, Best versus Queen.
Oh, right. Best versus Queen, and whoever wins there is going to face Bisu. And personally, I want to see some SKTT1.
We're gonna be going into the interviews real quick.
오늘의
ASL Season 13
진출자가
Round of 16
탄생했습니다. 단 한 번의 패배 없이 8강에
Group D. The first player who will be advancing into round of 8, that will be Soma. Thank you for that.
오늘 역시
Thank you.
토스전만을
Congratulations. Thank you.
명품 토스전을
And you
보여주셨습니다.
said during the interview
단 한 번의
you
패배
were
없이
worried about
세계
playing
승리를
against
내리 승리로
Preuss,
이끌어내고 두 시즌
but you
연속
showed us
8강에 오르셨는데요. 소감을
you
먼저
made it into
들어볼까요?
round of 8 without losing any game. How do you feel?
일단 너무 기쁘고요.
Okay, I'm very happy today.
솔직히 제가
Honestly,
좀 죽으면 좋긴 했지만
this is a death group
내가
for him.
떨어지진 않을 것 같다라는 자신감이 있었거든요.
He has some confidence that he will not get eliminated in round of 16.
오늘 박상현 선수의
So
경기력을
all of his
보고
decision making
진짜
and plans
강심장이다라는
has worked out so well
생각이
for him.
들었는데요. 이 토스전 주로 좀 적을
Throughout
때
those
먼저
performances you
밀어넣고
showed us,
끝내는
you
뚫어버리는
kind of have some
모습이
strong
있었어요.
mentality with this plan.
이 상대의 질럿을 보고 나서도 좀 주저하지 않고 바로 박상현 선수만의
We were shocked that
밀고 나갈 수 있는 뚝심 어디서 나와요?
you ignored Bisu's first Zealot and decided to go for the backstab. And that was how did you decide to do that plan? So Soma is saying since he won the first game of the best of 3 series, he's okay to lose the second game if he makes a mistake or plan does not work out so well. So he wasn't actually had that plan on his mind. So things are just worked out for him really well, like a puzzle.
분석이나 준비를 어떻게 하셨을까요?
How did you practice for this round of 16?
좀 너무 어려울 것 같다는 생각을 했는데
So Soma is saying
영훈이 형이랑 경기 보면서 뭔가
Soma is saying that he kind of thought
상대는 아니다. 약간 자신감이 있었고
he kind of had some opinion where he was somewhat worried when he was practicing with his practice partner, but after watching the game of Queen versus Bisu, he kind of saw Bisu was making a lot of mistakes, so he wanted to take that as an advantage and showed with his confidence with his plan.
승리를 통해서 거의 80%에 육박하지 않을까 하는 생각이 듭니다. 이제 8강 다전제를
So now, since you're in round of 8, you are the one, you are the players gonna be playing best of 5 series. There's lots of Terran players are waiting for you. Also, Soki's waiting. How do you feel?
8강답게 다 빡센 상대들인데 영진이 형 만나서
There's nothing wrong about looking at the round of 8 players. He kind of wants to play against Rush.
상황까지 내비쳐 주셨는데요. 끝으로 함께해준 동료들 그리고 팬분들에게
Any last word to your fans or your friends?
여자친구가 너무 많이 저를 배려해주고 게임
So he wants to say thanks to his girlfriend. His girlfriend was giving him some lots of spaces for his practice of this ASL tournament. He wants to say thanks to
감스님 일단 코로나 빨리 완치.
He wants to say thanks to Gamst. Gamst is also his student.
좀잘 챙겨주셔가지고.
Gamst has been taking care of him really well in the Bosford team. And also he wants to say cheer up from the coronavirus. I think he got the COVID cases.
좋은 컨디션 유지하셔서 8강에서도 멋진 경기 기대해
And
보도록
we are
하겠습니다. 축하드립니다.
very excited to see you in round of 8. We'll see you next time. Thank you for the interview. So that was the first player who just got advanced into round of 8. And we still got some more games to go on. And also we'll be talking about this ASL Season 13 event. Ask ASL. Go to ASL's mainstream platform. Leave a comment. Ask ASL. If your comment gets selected, you get the ASL mini humidifier. There's also the winner's prediction event. If you get the winner's prediction correct, then you also get the ASL mini humidifier.
자, ASL 시즌 13 이제 8강에
So now we still got one more player who still has to be advanced into round of 8 before we do the group draw. And we'll be going for the commercial break real quick. And stay tuned, guys.
Season 13.
Welcome back. We still have more games to be cast. It is going to be the losers match of Best versus Queen. We have seen the interesting game of Soma versus Bisu earlier, but hopefully Queen taking care of his mentality here to keep up his game, because he lost 7-9 drone by the single Zala earlier.
Yeah, 9 drones. Doesn't really happen on a professional game. Yeah, losing 9 drones to a single's a lot.
Yeah, Best looks like he is taking care of his. I'm not sure what he was taking care of his something of his table, but never mind. Looks like
Just
Queen
looking happy.
Yeah, Queen's already, he is already ready to play. He got his earphones, headset on. Also, Best is also ready to play. And that's an interesting map ban. But it's obvious for Queen to ban Revolver, because Revolver is impossible to play as a Zerg, I heard.
And Best banning Allegro, that makes sense. Allegro is a map that is hugely favored for the Zerg.
So Metaverse is open. I heard Metaverse is one of the maps you can use Corsair Reaver build.
Yep.
And I wonder if Best will be using the Corsair Reaver build on the first game. And yeah, he's drinking some water before he goes into the game. Players
Hope I can see some carriers on from that Corsair Reaver build.
Yeah, players are getting ready here. Hopefully we can get to see some carry build if he has ever prepared for the Corsair Reaver build. And it looks like players are right now ready. Best versus Queen on Metaverse.
메타버스에서 게임을 시작합니다.
Spawning location in the top left. The red products. This is Best.
And at the bottom left, this blue Zerg is Queen.
And this is a vertical matchup. Whenever it's a vertical matchup, Queen should be able to find out Best is what exactly Best is doing easily, because the distance is really short.
And he's sending out his Overlord right in front of his natural so that he can do a 12 hatchery build. And with his Overlord, if he spots a scouting probe after coming after a pylon scout, he will not do that 12 hatchery build. Instead, he will just do that 9 overpull build. But Best doing a pylon scout, he actually built a pylon in a interesting position. All right, he's going to spot Queen right away. So and Queen sees this pylon scout. So instead of doing a 12 hatchery build, he's just going to build a spawning pool.
So that's a nice insight was given by Legoman. We see, as Legoman mentioned, there is an overpull, and as soon as he sees the overpull, can he still go for pylon scout into a nexus first?
Yeah, you can by doing a 11 nexus and an 11 forge, but you gotta consider the fact that this is a vertical spawn, so the rush distance on this map is very short on a vertical spawn. So Best is forced to put down a forge instead of a nexus. So so this situation is a good start for both players, because Best scouted a Queen at the first scout, and he's not going to let that hatchery build on his natural. So Queen is actually going to send his drone far away to build that hatchery on a other natural expansion.
Okay, I'm still looking at Best as a resource. He's not putting down the Nexus first. He's putting down the cannon first before the expansion. Is it just because the rush distance is so short that he still needs to put down the photon cannon first?
Alright, so what Best is doing is he put down that photon cannon and he queued up his workers so that as we see, the supply count is 15. So he's just going to go for that 15 Nexus. And Queen has also made 6 Zerglings. So if Best doesn't have enough money to, alright, Best has enough money to warp down a gateway, but he has his probes out. So, and he won't let these Zerglings run by. Alright, that's a nice building placement.
Okay, those probes are on a hold position to not let those Zerglings to do some run by inside. And we see Queen putting down the third hatchery and an extractor at the same time, so he should be playing somewhat standard over here. And whenever Zerg is playing, taking another expansion like that, we're at 5 o'clock. One of the memorable game I can think of would be Larva. Larva always split the map in half, makes a lot of sunken, like 6 7 Sunkuns into Mass Lurker and Super Fast Hive. I wonder if Queen will be doing it, because Queen is one of the Zerg players who does not like to go for Hype Tech.
Well, he doesn't. I'm not sure if he doesn't like to go for Hive Tech, but he is definitely a great player with Hive Tech units and versus Protoss. So, yeah, I think we gotta see if Queen is going to stay on Lair Tech or Hive Tech. But actually, we have another Hydra bust on this game. A hidden Hydralisk Den.
Well, still not sure what exactly that Hydra Den is going to be used for. Maybe it can be for the Lurker All-In or something else.
Ooh, a Lurker All-In. Wait. Does Queen not have a? Does Queen already have a lair?
I don't remember. I would like to see the Zerg's main base, but the spectator is not showing it.
Right, but this Zealot is actually going to spot that Hydralisk Den right away.
Alright. So I'm not exactly sure what that Hydra Den is for, but
I wonder why Queen built his Hydralisk Den on his third hatchery though. It's like this is kind of weird considering it's Queen.
Okay, so Queen does not have the lair tech on the way, so of course, okay, as you mentioned, he will be going for 973 build. But the Zergling will be surrounding the Zealot really nicely. Oh my god, couple hits away, but will survive. Okay, nice denying the padding.
Yeah, those 4 Zerglings took off all of the shield of that Zealot. But still, that Zealot has actually done all of its work. He scouted that Hydralisk Den, and it also pulled off 3 drones. So Queen lost a lot of mining time. Those 3 drones. Dragoon, right? Clears that Overlord.
Now I'm having a question why Best has a Stargate at the natural instead of a main base.
Well, instead of flying from your main base, flying from natural is a bit closer, like a few seconds closer. So I guess Best just wanted his Corsair out as soon as possible.
But if Zerg goes for the Hydralisk build like this, then he is not gonna have much of a space to put down the photon cannon, does he?
Yeah. Well, I don't see a space to build another photon cannon behind that photon cannon on the bottom, but fortunately, Queen is not doing a Hydralisk all-in, so Best doesn't need to build more photon cannons. That's very lucky for him.
Well, this is one of the gameplay style where Queen usually go for the Hydralisk range upgrade and taking down Protoss building into a lair tag. So this is a very class, or I should say the old school playstyle of Queen right now. He's doing putting down an additional hatchery at the natural. Should be putting down somewhere, building somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Queen actually didn't do the Hydra movement speed upgrade, so yeah, this lair is actually pretty fast. Usually the Zerg, when the Zerg player does the 973 build and destroys all of the buildings at the front, they usually go for lair after getting 5 hatcheries or 6 hatcheries, but mostly 5 hatcheries. But Queen, because he saved that 150 minerals, 150 gas on not doing the movement speed, his lair is relatively very fast. So which means he can get his lurkers faster, he can do the overspeed faster, or even drop upgrade faster.
So Queen will be shopping in one of the overlords to figure out how fast the Templar Archive is, and there's the Templar Archive. We see one Corsair will be just harassing at the bottom right side, but we see Queen already has the second guess. I wonder if he has a Spartak at the main base, whatnot, but now the Zealots are coming out.
I think he has a Spire. Judging from the mini-map, there's a little blue square right next to that mineral field. I think that's going to be the Spire, or maybe it's a spawning pool. I think.
Yeah, that is a spawning pool.
Yeah, if that's a spawning pool, all right. Then Queen doesn't have a Spire yet, and Best already has his robotics facility finished. So Best knew that this will be lurkers because he knew that Queen didn't get his Hydra movement speed upgrade. All right. Nice lurker defense. Oh, but wait, Best is just going to run by with these zealots. All right, this was a bit overconfident move by Best, so he lost few zealots, 2 zealots, and several zealots are kind of hurt by those lurker spines.
And now the shuttle just came out with the 2 Dark Templar, was about to get inside of the shuttle, loading it up. Oh, even the probe got loaded up, so I guess...
Ooh, wait.
So Best will be dropping.
Alright.
Yeah, Best will be taking the island at the 12 o'clock side most likely. So
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the interesting play of Best right now he's doing. But is Queen actually thinking about it? Is he just gonna be using that drone and a Zergling to jump over the mineral?
Oh, I love this by Best. He's not going to let Queen do that. I love it.
He's also
Best knows this map.
Yeah, he's also bringing the lurker. About to take an expansion at the 12 o'clock side, and that's a very intelligent move. And Queen definitely thinks about it. Here is the double Corsair with the shuttle with the 2 Dark Templar inside incoming.
This is so good.
I wonder if Queen has the Overlord speed or at Overlord at the main base.
All right, he does have Overlord. He will have Overlord speed very soon because his lair was very fast, but he actually doesn't have any Overlords on this base. So as long as this DT doesn't hit a hatchery, Queen will not know about this. And yes, Queen will not know about this Assassin Dark Templar. Oh my god, Best is crazy. While this is happening, he dropped a second height Dark Templar on Queen's main base. So Queen has to get his mind straight.
Yeah,
he's getting harassed a lot.
Best is really doing well with his Dark Templar, drawing the attention at the main base and the 5 o'clock at the same time. And now Queen wasn't even paying attention of his Hydra list. I think Queen is somewhat out of having a bad condition today or something. Normally at this pro level, you don't make this... well, you do make mistakes, but not this big, huge mistake.
Right. Right, first, Queen, when he scouted with the Overlord, he saw the Templar archives and 4 and 6 gateways. So Queen must have thought that, oh, Best, your robotics facility is a bit late, so I'm just not gonna prepare for drops. But actually, Best already had his robotics facility, very early robotics facility. So Queen just had no idea about that DT drop.
So Queen is constantly sending those lurkers around the map and denying the expansion as much as possible. But Zealot Guns are coming, but looks like Gun does not have the range upgrade. Gun does not have the range upgrade, but now he wants to come in for the fight here using the one nice storm on those Hydralisks, but I don't know whether this is gonna be the good commitment.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Best is on such a hurry. There was totally no need to do that for Best. Best already had his 3rd base going. And why give away all of your units, Best?
Well, maybe he thinks he was able to bust it, but never mind. Queen, even judging by how much of a drone he lost, he's still somehow keeping up the pressure and catching up the game. The supply count right now, it's even. Whenever the supply count is even, I heard it's not good for Protoss. And Storm is not ready yet, 1 energy away from it.
Oh my god. Best just lost. Best is going to lose his 3rd base because he just gave away all of his units on a random moment.
Oh my.
Oh no, Best.
I don't understand this game because...
Yeah, me neither.
Why doesn't Best have that many of a supply count? Why does he have only 100 supply army at 12-minute mark? And not able to defend the 3rd expansion.
Well, there was seriously no reason for him to go on that Zerg natural and just give away all of his units. He didn't even have his Dragoon range finished, and he didn't even have enough High Templars. He only had 2 High Templars.
Yeah, those Zealot drop is doing some significantly amount of damage at the natural, but the natural is all gone for Best.
Jeez, Best.
Queen is somehow surviving from this game number 1 of Metaverse after losing so many of the drones by the Dark Templar drop. And
Yeah,
I
well, he
wonder
did-
what's wrong with Best's macro.
Yeah, okay. Queen did lose a lot of drones, and I think Queen is just kind of confused about this game. He is confused because he lost those Hydras, his drones, but suddenly Best determines to I think I killed a lot of drones, so I'm just gonna pull off all of my army while I take my third, and I'm just going to attack your natural. But Queen actually had more Hydras, a lot of Hydras, to kill all of Best's army.
Yeah, this game is really, really weird in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. And because Best had placed +2 attack almost finished, if Best just waited on his third and gathered up his army and attack when he had his +2, Queen would have had a hard time defending it. Because he only had 6 hatcheries at that moment.
It looks like players are ready. We'll be moving into game number 2. Best versus Queen on Butter.
버터에서 게임을 시작합니다.
Spawning location in the top right, the teal products. This is Best.
And at the bottom right, we have our yellow Zerg, Queen.
Yeah, so far nothing is going to be crazy. I guess none of the players has prepared for something all-in playstyle. And we are seeing Best should be sending out the probe momentarily to put down the pylon at the natural. Whether he's going to be doing the pylon scout or something maybe standard with the gateway opening.
Yeah, usually you want to send your probe with your probe queued up, and when you have 40-ish minerals, you want to send your probe. And Best is exactly doing that. It's going to put down that pylon. Okay, that pylon was a bit delayed, to be honest.
Was it? Was it really?
Yeah. Usually you just wanted to put down that pylon as soon as you have 100 minerals, but Best put down that pylon when you had like 140 minerals. So it was a bit delayed, but it's not a huge, game losing mistake. So, right, and like I said before, Queen is just putting that Overlord in front of his natural to see if there's going to be a pylon scout. As soon as he sees it, he chooses that overpull build.
And here's the first probe. We'll be doing some harassment at the mineral line. Queen is getting some harassed by the probe, and now he should be fighting back because he wants to push that probe away and also lower down the HP as much as possible in order to put down the hatchery on time. And I guess he's not gonna be taking any risk of. Okay, this is going to be pylon scout into 12 Nexus by Best. And Queen will decide to put down the hatchery at the 6 o'clock, just like how Soma did. Interesting.
Alright, so this time, Best has done a 12 Nexus and a 12 Forge build. When you do this build, you don't have your photon cannon finished when the Zerglings come into your natural. Like, if the Zerg decides to use his Zerglings to go to the Protoss natural as soon as possible, the Protoss definitely doesn't have his photon cannon finished. But we gotta see if Queen is just going to chase this scouting probe or run to Best's natural right away.
Yeah, there is a probe still being alive and checking out how fast the third expansion is, and now he will be checking Queen's extractor as well, how fast the Queen's oh, never mind, he's not going to be checking okay, now he's turning around to check Queen's gas timing. That's really important in high level, because if you don't know the gas timing, you don't know whether Zerg is going to be doing all in or maybe go for the lair attack whatsoever. But that's nice defending.
Yeah, nice defense by Best. And Queen shouldn't have lost that Zergling, but he did. So this is actually pretty huge. having a single Zergling and 2 Zergling. Okay, what this is huge is, okay, the reason why this is huge is you have to have your other Zergling in front of Protoss's natural, so you can see where that first Protoss Zealot moves out with their Zergling. But because he lost that single Zergling, he has to send the other Zergling on this probe, which means he won't have that Zergling to follow that Zealot movement.
Right, and looks like I think Queen just spent that 100 Vespene gas for somewhere. I would like to see where that 100 Vespene gas just spent for, and the observer.
Oh, it's a lair. There's a lair on Queen's third base.
Okay, so there's a lair attack at the third base, and the Metabolics also started for Queen, and once again the Zealot will be going towards the Queen's third expansion.
Yeah, this game is. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I wonder whether Best will be considered to go for a super fast second gas with the Stargate follow how Bisu was doing, or is he gonna be going for another way around?
Alright, I think Best just got his second gas before his Cybernetics core got finished. A usual normal timing to get their second gas. Best showing some Zealot micro. That's a lot.
That was a very excellent micro drone, not losing any drone.
Right. To be honest, I wanted to see Best hiding that first Zealot, but nope, he didn't want to hide it. He just sent it to Queen's third base right away. Okay, and Best actually hit that second Zealot, but I think it will get found easily.
Yeah, there is the second gateway at the natural, and Adun started.
Yep.
I saw Best did not start the +1 attack yet, but should be starting the +1 momentarily because Best should be realizing this is not the Hydralisk build, and whenever it's not the Hydralisk build, Zerg always prepare for the Mutalisk build, the Spire attack on the way.
Ooh. That Zealot somehow just managed to pick off 2 low HP Zerglings. But to be honest, this is okay. Best had a great start, had a great beginning, but he ended up losing 2 Zealots, honestly, for nothing. Those 2 Zealots just only killed 2 Zerglings. Well, it did make Queen make some Zerglings instead of drones, so you can call that worth, but still, losing 2 Zealots by getting only 2 Zergling kills, that is not worth.
And I'm seeing the second gas is already being completed and a Hydroden at the same time. And whenever I see Hydroden and a second gas at the same time, then I assume this is not going to be the Muta Scourge build. Even if he makes the Muta, that is going to be just pure 5 Muta maximum.
Right. Well, some Zerg players, professional Zerg players, they decide to build that Hydroden, and after they scout with their first Scourge, they decide whether they should go for the Muta Scourge build or a Hydra build. So, at professional level, even if you saw that Hydroden, you can't be unaware of that Muta Scourge build. So Best right now is just constantly making Corsairs.
Somehow Queen will be tracing that Zealot at the bottom left corner. He does have the Sunken Colony going up, and I see the third extractor now completed for Queen. So that's a sign for Queen. He's not interested of going for Hydra build. He will be going for Muta Scourge build.
Oh wait, no.
Killed 3 drones so far?
Yeah, this is already a huge loss for Queen. 3 drone kills. While you're staying at 5 hatchery and 3 gases, losing 3 drones is a bit lost.
I think this is okay for Zerg in my opinion, because he only lost 3 workers and lost 4 Zala for Best. And
yeah. Well, if Best just retreated those Zealots, it would have been worth with Best, but I think Best just got kind of too greedy, and he threw away those Zealots as well.
Yeah, I guess Best is reading the game correctly here, because of the third gas is just way too fast with the 5 hatchery build. And yeah, Queen has a lot of Vespene gas right now, but he just got the supply block, and now the Overlord is popping out from the eggs, making some Mutalisks and spending all those Vespene gas. Okay, there's no photon cannon at the natural.
3 probes.
Nice catching up some probe and baiting those Corsair. He does have some Scourge.
Alright, 4 probe kills. Not bad for Queen.
Okay, more Creek Colony is going up for Queen. He's definitely aware of the Zealot, Archon, and Corsair timing attack. Queen, how many middles do you have? I would like to see. There's a lot of middles right now. He has about 1.5 grips of Scourge.
And Queen already has 11 meters, so Best has to be careful with this attack. If Best loses most of his Corsairs, and that Archon is at a perfect sweet spot. I love this Archon.
Well, I think he did kill lots of Corsair there. Only 3 Corsair remaining. 4 more Scourges are coming. They can actually take down the Corsair. What is Best doing? He wasn't actually looking at his Corsair at all. All of the Corsair has just taken down.
Alright, still, the meters are on low HP, so as long as Best stayed those 3 Corsairs, he would have had a chance to kill all the mutas, but he wasn't looking at those 3 at his Corsairs.
I like how Queen just microed that muta and pick up the Archon. Unfortunately for Queen, that he lost the Evolution Chamber, did not get the armor, either armor 1 or +1 Hydralisk upgrade. But thing is, he has the air advantage.
You're right. But Queen, you don't have to lose all of your mutas to this photon cannon.
Wow.
Oh,
picking up 2 more Corsairs.
Yeah.
More muta coming. That's total 12 muta. I think he's just gonna be diving into the main base because only a single cannon and single single Corsair is not afraid.
Right, you just gotta hope that Best has Side Storm. Best does have Side Storm, but that Side Storm kind of missed, and oh no, Best doesn't have any anti-air at his main base. And he's going to lose a lot of mining time and a lot of probes. Alright, another Side Storm.
That's a nice storm. We get to
that was a nice storm.
We can get to see, but that High Templar had 65 energy. Will get picked up at the last second. And now Queen does have Mass Hydralisk switch over here. Decent amount of worker every expansion. Evolution Chamber probably started the +1 attack upgrade on the way. And Best cannot do anything here.
But suddenly the game is looking so bad for Best, because while he does have his +1 upgrade, but because Best has lost all of his Corsairs, as long as Queen is healthy, he can just produce mutas anytime.
I don't even know how many Corsairs that Best is actually making in this game, because he lost more than 9, and now he's making more Corsairs. He doesn't have enough Vesping gas to make the robotic facility nor Goon switches for the late game potential. He does have 1/1 upgrade with the Zealot, but doesn't really matter.
Yeah, upgrades don't really solve the situation here. I mean, yeah, upgrades are definitely important, but still, in StarCraft, it's always quantity over the quality. So you still need your infrastructure and army to defend off the opponent's attacks. And alright, Queen is not determined to attack, but he already has his 4th base when Best doesn't even have his 3rd. And Best sees that 7th hatchery, and he knows that he is in trouble because he doesn't even have his Dragoons, Mass Dragoons ready.
Oh, that pylon can actually help Queen to pick some probe. Okay, that's 3 Corsairs, so that's total 12 Corsairs he just made in this game. That's a lot of Corsairs he just made, but looks like it's really, really weak. Still no +1 Hydralisk upgrade done yet for Queen. Maybe this might be the one big timing attack where Best can get some benefit out of this army battle.
Right, because Queen doesn't have any +1 upgrades. Best does have an advantage when it's just pure ground to ground, but Queen knows that. He is just going to backstab with these Hydras, and I'm pretty sure Queen is making sunken colonies on his natural and on his 3rd if he doesn't want to fight the main army of Best. And I love this decision by Queen. Well, actually, never mind. He's not going to backstab Best. He's just buying some time. I think he's just buying some time for his Lurker upgrade.
Of course, he needs to do something. It has to be away from all of that Scourges. Those Hydralisks are just pretty much buying all the time.
Yeah.
And now Best is struggling whether he should be taking the expansion towards the 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Okay, he decided to put down the Nexus at the 12 o'clock side, so that's a good news. And still no +1 Hydralisk yet for Queen. Okay, there it is. There's a +1.
Alright, so Queen bought some time to drone up. But while that happened, Best does get his +2 upgrade. So as long as Best just does his best to turtle and get his supply up to 200, he does have that upgrade advantage. But I'm pretty sure Queen is not just going to wait until that happens. He's going to have everything ready, like his hive, or even more hatcheries, more expansions. So Best has decided to just turtle and wait until he has enough supply to overwhelm the Zerg army.
Yeah, there is Queen's Nest going up. Second evolution chamber at the main base. Lurker upgrade is finally completed for Queen. And now Queen should be having the excess of mining the 4 gas and start making lots of Lurker everywhere. And I like how Queen is just playing slowly over here and denying every expansion where Best wants to take, or even go for the backstab whenever he wants.
I love this additional expansion by Queen. He is reading the game exactly. He knows that Best is not going to move out, so he has already built that Queen's Nest pretty early, and he's already having these lurkers. But still, Best has high ground, so if Queen loses all of these lurkers at once, Best might have a lead on fighting on the high ground. But alright, some good Hydralisk movement here. Ooh, catching one High Templar. That's nice.
Absolutely nice play, picking up
be careful,
the High
guys.
Templar. And Best, he shouldn't be losing those High Templar, but he needs to decide whether he wants to break the natural or even Queen's 4th expansion. But there are mass lurkers at the 7 o'clock, losing the Corsair here at the 1 o'clock, so this is not going to be looking great. But what is Queen doing?
Yeah, no idea. I guess both players aren't really. Well, I think Queen, to be honest, is the one who's a bit more concentrated and focused on this game. But 2 players, I guess they're kind of nervous because this is their last game on their losers. So they are actually losing some units for free. And Best should be the one who should not be losing any units for free at this game, because he is somewhat falling behind on this game. Alright, a single Side Storm on a single lurker. Not the best Side Storm, but okay.
Yeah, this is the thing about the border map where Zerg takes all those expansion and just put a couple of lurkers and sunken colony. It's a high ground. High ground is really hard to break for Protoss.
Yeah, high ground, sunken colony, and lurker is just invincible for Protoss. I mean, Terrans, they have savings, so Terrans can break through, but for Protoss, no, they have a hard time breaking through high ground, sunken colonies, and lurkers. Oh my god, look at these Zerglings.
Okay, we can see Zerg's already maxed out. 195, 197 supply. What will Queen do? Is it just gonna be snowballing here? Wait for the upgrade? Okay, that's one nice Grey Storm on the lurker.
Yeah, not bad. I would love to see some more storms on those mass Zerglings, but those Zerglings are just waiting behind. And let's see what Queen is going to do. He has a lot of army, but he's not moving them yet. Okay, he's just going to move to protect his base.
I think I may know what Queen was actually waiting for. I think he was waiting for the Adrenaline upgrade to be completed. So Adrenaline upgrade is finally done. He's bringing all of his army left and right, sandwiching from the right side and the bottom side. Oh my god, he's just bringing all of his army everywhere.
Yeah, he's surrounding the Best army, and if Best loses all of this army, he has no army out on the field.
Yeah, those cracked links is just insanely strong. I mean, we saw Best had an upgraded advantage, but just literally crushed all those Protoss army. We are seeing more High Templars being made. Well, because I'm not sure what exactly Best can do from this position, because he does have 4 base, but Queen already has 5 base with the what's it called, the Defiler mount. He's gonna be transitioning into Mass Defiler and using some Plague Defiler Swarm everywhere.
Yeah, and look at that supply count. That supply count is actually hilarious. And on ZVP, if you're on a 70 supply deficit versus the Zerg, the game is going to be almost close to unwinnable. Yeah, and all Queen has to do is it's simple. You just attack, move your cracklings, and your cracklings will do the job for you.
Yeah, cracklings are just pretty much surrounding those Zealot and Archon, and now Lurkers are just moving forward, surrounding those Goons. Goons are trying to do some work, but now Zealots are coming. Okay, they managed to clear those Lurker, but the supply count doesn't seem that great for Best in my opinion.
Yeah, and Queen, when he has his Plague and everything ready, he already has Consume ready, so Queen is now going to start attack on everywhere. He's just going to. It's Queen's decision to attack. He can go for the Queen's best natural or best third or best fourth. Wherever he goes, these cracklings will do the work and kill everything on its way.
Wow, I wonder what exactly that shuttle has, but Queen hasn't seen it. Normally he should be seeing it, and I played against Queen a lot of times of a Zerg versus Terran matchup, and he always sees my dropship, but I guess
yeah, and
he doesn't see the shuttle for some reason.
And this is weird because Queen, when you're at the situation, the Zerg knows that the only thing that can change this game is a DT drop, so you always have your Scourges ready, but Queen for some reason didn't have these Scourges ready. But as long as these DTs destroy every building on the Zerg main base, the Zerg is on a huge lead. So yeah, those 4 DTs only destroyed a spawning pool, so I don't think that's going to make a huge difference on this game.
Well, somehow Best is just going to be committing to break that 5 o'clock mission.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be happening because, like I said before, Sunken Colonies and Lurkers, oh man.
Oh my god, that's a lot of army he just brought.
Yeah. And Best does have a lot of High Templars, but those High Templars are...
That is disgusting. I mean,
yeah,
those Lurkers just look like Siege Tank.
They're more than Siege Tanks, to be honest. They're more than Siege Tanks. Oh, the pros!
Which unit do you hate the most? Do you hate this mass Lurkers or do you hate mass tanks?
I am definitely going for mass Lurkers because, you know, Siege Tanks, they have a slow attack rate. So every time I hear that Siege Tank attack, okay, I'm just gonna go there. Oh, there's a Siege Tank. But when I see those mass Lurkers, okay, they're just disgusting.
Alright, so that's what we can get to hear from Protoss perspective.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that a lot of Protoss players would answer mass Lurkers. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, those Zealots just getting melted by those 4 Lurkers, and those some Zealots wanted to take down the hatchery, but 19 HP remaining. Those are the Lurker contain just started once again. I'm not sure what Best is doing. He's just struggling what exactly he wants to do, but he's slowly getting out of money.
All right, then I'm gonna have to ask you, Scan. What do you hate more, High Templars or Defilers?
I honestly hate both, but I guess I have to go.
But you gotta choose.
Well, I have to go for maybe Defiler, I would say.
Yeah, Defilers are more imbalanced than High Templars in my opinion. The Plague is just too strong.
Well,
right?
I hate Consume. They just consume.
Oh, you hate Consume.
Yeah, you just make a single Defiler and you just keep consuming the Zergling over and over and over. The 150 Vespene gas worth unit, one single Defiler can cast so many spells as long as they're consuming the Zergling.
And that was our last game of Best. Best fails to advance to round of 8, and that is unfortunate. I really wanted the Best to advance to round 8, but
well, I guess my prediction is wrong. I kind of voted for Best, and Soma will be advancing into round of 8. But never mind, Best will get knocked out in this ASL Season 13 round of 16. I know lots of Best's fans are sad that he didn't make it into round of 8. but we have
Yeah.
to know he was playing in a tough group. Give him some
Yeah, he was.
big applause.
Once again, Best fails to make it into the round of 8.
And yeah, look at that fist right now. Kim Myung-eun holding at that banner. On the,
Yeah, Queen has been just punching Fast for twice in a row, punching him with mass lurkers and mass cracklings.
Yeah, that was painful to watch.
Right. Damn.
So hopefully, we are gonna be seeing another. I guess this is a nice one that we don't get to see any of ZVZ or PvP. Oh, wait a minute. We'll be coming back once again after the commercial break. Right, welcome back. We still got one more best of 3 to be cast. That is going to be the decider match of Queen versus Bisu. And remember the best of 1 series on Vermeer. Bisu showed some strength against Queen. Hopefully Queen just got some condition back on shape to play fighting back against Bisu. And I wonder what maps they're gonna be vetoed.
Right, I think Queen got his condition back after facing Best. And well, Queen's still nodding his head. I'm not sure why he was nodding his head, but maybe he wasn't so satisfied with the games that he played against Best. But well,
yeah, looks like Queen is already ready to play, and Bisu seems he's already ready to play. I guess he's waiting for the ASL staff, like giving the signs to like go inside of the lobby and get back in and get back into the lobby and get ready to play. And it looks like the maps are vetoed. Revolver is gonna be banned by Queen. Allegro is banned by Bisu. Monopoly, Metaverse, Eclipse.
yeah, same bans by Queen and Best. Best banned Allegro and Queen banning Revolver. I guess they're all the maps that both players hate, or both races hate.
And we are going to be moving into the first game of the decider match of this best of 3. Queen versus Bisu on... what was it?
Metaverse.
Metaverse. Thank you.
Oh, Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Yeah, sorry. Got confused with those two maps.
Spawning location in the top left, the pink Zerg. This is Queen.
And spawning location on the bottom left, we have our, what color is it? Orange Bisu.
And Monopoly is the one of the map has really short distance, and I don't really remember any of ZVP on Monopoly. So I
Right.
wonder what Queen is actually going to be doing. I heard the distance is really short, and you have to be very careful as Protoss to defend any sort of like a hydralist aggression.
Right, and at this spawning location, Bisu might have a hard time taking his third because his third is actually relatively very close to Queen's base, as you can see. And at the 6 o'clock expansion, Queen has a lot of other ways to attack that 6 o'clock expansion, because Bisu's main army is going to be positioned in front of his natural, and he's going to have a harder time taking all the way that long way defending his third base.
Wait, this is 9 hatchery.
Ooh, a 9 hatchery. Alright. A nice build by Queen. He's prepared something on this map.
Well, this is our first time of seeing ZBP on Monopoly, so of course Queen probably has prepared for something unique that Bisu wasn't actually aware of.
And I love this build.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean, this is one of the strategy where you can actually do against the Protoss, and Soma was actually reinventing of this 9 hatchery build. You
Right.
started off with the 9 hatchery, make a drone, and then overlord into spawning pool.
Wait, what Soma did was go on with what you want to say?
Yeah, so with this build order, you may think you don't have that much of a worker lead in the early stage, but you have the larva cycle advantage and start like recover from there. And if Bisu ever commits to send most of the Zealot at Queen's natural, or maybe you just gets wasted by the Zergling, Queen actually can end it with mass Zergling.
Right. Yeah, because Queen has a lot of larvae, he has the opportunity to produce a lot of Zerglings. And usually, as soon as this hatchery finishes, you have the extra larvae. So Queen can have access to maximum 8 Zerglings right away the spawning pool finishes. Like we said, as we see here on Queen's main base, we have 3 larvae morphing into Zerglings, and another larva morphing into his Zerglings. So Queen probably has made 10 Zerglings. I don't know if that's going to be a drone or a Zergling, but most likely it's going to be a Zergling, because you do want to be aggressive with this build.
Right. And we can see Bisu immediately realize, wait a minute, this hatchery is so fast and spawning pool is also
Wait.
fast. I cannot send that first zealot anymore, and he decided to retreat those zealot back home. But we see those 10 zerglings are already out on the map, and more zerglings being made. Okay, so Queen is just gonna be committing to go for the bust here, and
Wait.
Bisu has to be very careful.
Alright, Bisu knows that. Okay, Bisu knew that this was a 9 hatchery, right?
No, I don't know.
We have no idea, but Bisu has already built a Nexus, so it's a bit greedy for Bisu. So Bisu might just die here, and he should never get that Zealot surrounded until the shield battery finishes. Ooh, but that Zealot is already low on HP, and if Bisu loses this gateway, this game just ends right here because.
Oh my god. No. He does have the forge being finished, but I don't know if he can actually survive from here. More Zerglings should be coming in. I think Queen, if I were Queen, he's just gonna be making more Zergling.
Yeah. If you're a Zerg player, you of course you should be making more Zerglings because you just destroyed the gateway. But Queen has actually stopped making Zerglings. Oh, is that? I think those are Zerglings. That's on the minimap.
Yeah, they are. There are more Zerglings are coming. We saw 100 Vesping gas just now disappear. That's a sign that Queen is just gonna go for a metabolic boost, which is the Zergling speed on the way. No photon cannon. Okay, yeah, there's this photon cannon going up, but also the SimCity. But how will Bisu gonna be defending this photon cannon?
Yeah, as soon as these Zerglings arrive, Queen's puts those sends those 4 Zerglings to Bisu's natural, and Bisu has to tap out. This is so unfortunate for Bisu.
Yeah, this is the thing that if you didn't prepare for the 9 hatchery in a practice game, then you get executed, I guess.
Yeah, Bisu just didn't know that was a 9 hatchery build. He got kind of confused, and he put down that Nexus, which was very greedy, because usually you don't put down a Nexus when you see that it's a 9 hatchery build. You usually want to keep producing your Zealot, and maybe just build a shield battery if you're feeling unsafe. And that is how Mini actually defends. He puts down a shield battery right away and has 4 Zealots out on the field, ready to fight those Zerglings, but Bisu only had 3. So we just saw Bisu dying to that 9 hatchery pool build.
Yeah, so I guess Bisu, maybe either Bisu did not practice Monopoly that much, or he just wasn't actually had a game sense of knowing of how much of the Zergling was coming at that specific time. So things just didn't work out so well. Players are ready. We're going to be moving into game number 2, Queen versus Bisu on Metaverse.
메타버스에서 게임을 시작합니다.
Spawning location in the top right, the red Zerg. This is Queen.
And a spawning location on the bottom left, our blue Protoss. This is Bisu. And talking about the first game, as a Protoss, losing your game like that is very frustrating. And what we're talking about here is a professional tournament game, and losing a game like that? Oh, I can't imagine how frustrated Bisu would be, but he needs to get his mind straight. He needs to focus. This is going to be his last game on his round of 16.
Yes, that's correct. And good thing for Queen, good thing for Bisu would be he saw how exactly Queen was playing against Best earlier from the last game.
Right.
And he should be thinking about how he wants to counter it. Or maybe he's just gonna stick with his game plan, whatever he actually practiced with his practice partner. But
Right.
Bisu has put down the pylon. No pylon scout.
Yeah, another 10 gateway, I believe. Yeah, it's this. So this 10 gateway build is actually has become a signature build of Bisu, because most professional Protoss players now go for that 9 gateway build for that fast Zealot, but Bisu has stayed on that kind of traditional old 10 gateway build. The Zealot is very, not very, but a bit slower than the Knight Gateway. It's about like 3 or 4 seconds-ish slower. But you still have that worker advantage.
Okay, we are seeing this is the hatchery opening. Making on one more drone right now for Queen. We are seeing Queen is trying to be as greedy as much as he can, and Bisu. I'm not sure what whether he's gonna be going for the single Zealot into an expansion or 2 Zealot into an expansion, which is the 19 expansion.
Right. Or when you do a 2 Zealot expansion, you usually have 21 supply, so it becomes a 21 Nexus. But as we have here, Bisu stopped making Zealots because he already has 400 minerals, so it's going to be a 1 Zealot Nexus.
Alright, we are seeing the 18 Nexus just went up for Bisu, queuing up more worker. And after talking with my Hawkford members, was it Bisu and Snow, they said Protoss sometimes have to be very greedy. No scout, going for 15 Nexus with the gateway opening.
Oh, I know that build.
And you can be really greedy and have a lot of economic lead in the early stage, and also have all the technology, defense tower like a photon cannon, and even your Stargate is so fast. But so far we have seen like how Best was playing and Bisu's playing. They are not taking any risk.
Yeah, both players are known for players who wants to play safe, and they believe themselves that as long as they play safe, I can just overwhelm you with my micro and macro skills. But these days, no, that's not going to happen. All players are working on their optimization,
and
every player
too.
Yeah, and they all have improved. So it's not about. So the question is not about who macros well. The question is who does the more greedy build and snowball that.
Right.
And so Queen has actually come up with a very greedy build, 12 hatchery build, and building your third hatchery or second hatchery on your natural expansion when it's a gateway play. Usually Zerg players want to build their second hatchery to their closest base because you want your Zerglings to support to come quickly. But Queen already has denied all scouts and Zealot attacks. So he's just gonna drone up.
Yeah, he's just feeling so confident. He cleared those first Zealot. He doesn't have any. I mean, Bisu doesn't have any unit being sent out to find out what exactly Queen is doing.
Yeah, he's going to have to play blind another game. That first Zealot, go on.
If he was gonna be playing like a blind game right now, why not just go for like how I just said, like how Snow 15 Nexus with the blind 15 Nexus.
To be honest, I think you're right, but I guess Bisu was just too scared to do that because if he loses this, he's just out of ASL. But whatever. I think Gateway first and no Zealot 15 Nexus is actually a pretty good build, to be honest, as long as the Zerg is not doing a 9 pull.
Or 4 pull. Wait, well, how about 4 pull? Can you defend 4 pull?
I don't think you can defend 4 pull. Like, if those 6 Zerglings just come by and destroy a gateway, what do you have to defend? You only have probes. Oh wait, but let's look at this right now. Okay, so Bisu did send out all of his Zealots. And to be honest, sending out these Zealots is a very risky play by Bisu because he was playing blind. But he managed to do so. And Queen wanted to do a Zergling run by, but it failed. And Queen right now has already built a sunken colony, and he's saving up 500 minerals.
I know what this is. This is going to be the Mira all-in build.
Ooh, right. Okay, so Queen is saving up that minerals and gas to make 5 mutas at once. But still, you can still have a hatchery put down, a 4th hatchery put down before you make those mutas. So, okay, Queen has put down that 4th hatchery a bit late, and as soon as Bisu sees this, Bisu is going to wonder that, oh, your 4th hatchery is a bit late. I'm going to be sure that you have already made your mutas, so I'm going to put down some more photon cannons on my main and my natural. And let's see if Bisu has done that. Yeah, he's going to put down that photon cannon.
Okay, that's a perfect timing of putting down the photon cannon, picking up one single overlord at the 9 o'clock. But now we are seeing Queen is doing some work, taking down the temple at the 10 o'clock side with some zergling.
Alright, but these Zealots moving into a position where the Sunken Colony will not hit it, and let's see if he can get a cancel on this hatchery. Alright, he does get a cancel, but he will lose all of his Zealots for free.
I like how Queen is just running away with his zergling to just save those zergling and not trading against those Zealot. And now the 5 Mutalisks are right now exposed. Bisu should be knowing what exactly he should be doing to counter against this. And okay, there is a Hydra then.
Oh, so this is going to be a okay, right. So Queen already has his Muta Scourge out, but Bisu is not going to be able to send his Corsairs out on the field over to Zerg's natural point because Queen already has his Muta Scourges out. So Bisu won't be able to scout that Hydralisk then, and he won't be able to know when these Hydras will attack him. So if Bisu is not ready for those Hydras, he might just die to those.
Well, we still have to keep our eyes on those Zealot, whether he's going to be collecting the information or whatnot.
Alright, yeah, he just did.
That's just a single Zergling, but he won't be able to figure out the Zelnaga temple taking down at the 10 o'clock side.
Ooh, wait, what if Queen actually destroys all of those Zelnaga temples and Queen moves out these Hydras into this position and just backstabs Bisu's natural? Well, we gotta see if that's going to happen, but Queen is not moving his Hydras, not yet. But Queen does already have enough Hydras to defend off these Zealots.
I think Queen is just waiting until those Zealots to be arrived at Queen's natural, so he will be able to pick up some Zealot.
That Zealot just luckily spotted those movements of those Hydras, and because Bisu doesn't have his Side Storms ready yet, he has to build photon cannons. He knows that this is going to be a Hydra bust. Alright, so this is why Queen was working on that Zelnaga temple, and I hope Bisu didn't forget about that Zelnaga temple on his natural.
Wait, what if Bisu actually mined that mineral? Did Bisu mine that mineral?
Yeah, I think he did. I don't see that chunk of mineral on his natural.
So is this going to be the backstab at the natural?
Oh my god, he doesn't have his photon cannons close to his nexus. Oh no.
I never
Bisu, he has his Zealots ready. Protect the high ground.
Okay, so this is going to be attack from the both sides, but has a high ground advantage for Bisu.
Alright. That was an excellent defense by Bisu. If Bisu had his Zealots outside on the map, he would have just died to this attack. But alright, he kept his Hydras on his natural. And I hope that Bisu just scouts Queen's third hatchery. And as soon as he scouts this, he will notice that Queen doesn't have many drones, and he's going to play defensively, very defensively. Alright, he scouts that Queen doesn't have his 6th hatchery. And he sees that he doesn't have any drones, not many drones, and Queen is not even mining his 3rd gas.
Yeah, that's a nicely picking up some Overlord, and now Queen, I think he overly committed to go for all in build, and now this Corsair is still gonna be picking up more Overlord. Not good scene for Queen. Okay, Bisu should not be losing those Zealot too.
Right, Queen. I mean, Bisu doesn't need to go out at all. He just needs to stay inside with 6 gateways or even 8, and just gather up your army. Gather up until you have a lot of Dragoons and a lot of High Templars. And Queen doesn't even have his +1 because this was almost an all-in play without even building an evolution chamber.
Somehow Queen is keeping up the game with 94 supply count, but Bisu is ready to move out with this decent amount of High Templar energy, but one of the High Templar will get sniped.
Ooh, and those side storms actually land mostly on Zealots. That was a bit mistake by Bisu. Okay, all right. Bisu doesn't really need to move out here. Queen already has lurkers. All right, I think Bisu has gone too deep here. All right, so side storms weren't so good. Side storms, to be honest.
Those lurker eggs. Okay, that's a nice trick of saving those. Hydralisk, never have seen it in my life, but that's one way of saving your Hydralisk. That's nice.
Yeah, that's funny to watch. That one Hydralisk being stuck on that. But,
I am actually impressed how well Queen is keeping up the game.
Yeah. Okay, but to be honest, it's Queen keeping up the game. Like when Bisu has the chance, he can just end Queen anytime he wants, because Queen is falling very behind on worker count and economy wise. But Bisu has just only Zealots out on the map. Okay, he has his third, but he really needs more Dragoons at this stage, at this point of game. You can't just be making only Zealots and High Templars against this Hydra Lurker composition.
I don't think I got to see Bisu making the gun range upgrade. Okay, there are the guns coming out, so Bisu should be getting the gun range upgrade on the way. But Queen is already done saturating the fourth base at the bottom right side and having all this macro hatchery going up. And that number of lurkers with the high ground lurker, I think Queen can actually defend.
Yeah, Queen is playable right now because Bisu has, I think Bisu has determined to, overcommit on Zealots. He has made too many Zealots, to be honest. And Queen, well, he does see this Dark Templar, but is not reacting. Queen, alright, he reacted kind of a bit late.
Well, I guess today is like the Dark Templar day where Queen is losing lots of drone all the time. But now here the +2 armor just got kicked in.
Yeah, alright, so Queen did lose some drones, but that's not important on this game. What is important on this game is Bisu has a lot of supply, but most of those supply are Zealots. So those Zealots are a bit useless when Queen has this many lurkers.
Okay, High Templar.
Ooh, be careful, High Templars.
Nicely picking up the lurker, but that's still a decent amount of work.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, where are the Queen's army?
Yeah, where's Queen's army? Oh, okay, Queen's lurkers just died for free.
Oh no.
There were no Hydras supporting those lurkers, and Queen has to give up this high ground. Okay, Bisu managed to break through Queen's third hatchery by sending out his DT shuttle harassment, and while Queen was defending that, Queen wasn't paying attention on Bisu's army movement, and he had to give up his high ground, and so he gives away the game.
I think that +2 armor actually helped Bisu to break the high ground lurker.
But to be honest, Queen was this close to make this game even, because he already had 8 hatcheries out for his macro, and Queen's Nest ready, and double Evo chambers for upgrades. So yeah, that was a bit close game for Queen. I think he's just looking on his replay on what gone wrong.
Yeah, so Queen was playing really, really well, but I think he overly committed doing the Zergling into Mira all-in, like how Soma was doing, but...
You mean Zergling Hydra all-in? Oh, overly committed on Zergling Mira all-in? Oh, right, at the beginning. Right, you're true, right?
Yeah, so Bisu was actually thinking about that, and he defended those Zergling with his probe, and... Lastly, it is going to be played on Eclipse. I heard Eclipse is one of the map. Most likely it's a balanced map, but throughout this year and watching those ASL ZVP on Eclipse, I find Preuss always lose to Zerg.
Oh, always loses?
Yeah, like how Snow was dying to Gemo. Snow died to
Oh,
Camo.
right.
Who else died on Eclipse?
Well, oh, I remember that game. Best losing to what's this called? What was his name called? 815. That's how I remember. Baebyung-woo.
Players are ready. Queen versus Bisu on Eclipse. This is going to be the last game of today. Hopefully, whoever wins, congratulations.
Personally, I want Bisu. But, Alright.
Spawning location in the top right. This blue berserk is Queen.
And spawning location on the bottom left, our teal Protoss, Bisu. Let's go, Bisu. We can do this.
And we have seen how Soma was killing best earlier on Eclipse with Mass Hydralisk and Lurker Contain. And I wonder what Bisu will be doing. Is he going to be doing the Forge Expand or is he going to be doing something else?
Alright. Bisu has 40 minerals. So now time to send out your probe, right? Let's see if this probe does the scout or return to his main base. I think it's going to return. Alright. We have another 10 gateway build. I actually want to talk about... Yeah, go on.
I would like to see at least one game blind greedy build like Nexus first.
Okay. Let's see if Bisu's... Wait. Oh no, never mind. Bisu's just gonna build that gateway. Fun fact. Bisu, when he plays versus Zerg, never does a blind Nexus build. Never.
I hate that gateway placement. I know this is a wrong gateway placement. Zergling can actually run through from the right side.
Yeah. Bisu has made a mistake on his gateway placement, and I'm not sure if Bisu knows that.
I don't think he knows.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, even if he knew, he wouldn't cancel that gateway because it's a huge loss of minerals. And oh no. Queen is... Oh wait, okay, so it's an overpull. I thought it was a 9 pull. But it's an overpull.
I wonder if Queen will be realizing, oh, that gateway placement is wrong. I can actually send those Zergling from the right side of the gateway.
Queen is a professional Zerg player who has played on this map like 10,000 games. Not 10,000 exactly, but almost a lot. Yeah, so Queen will know that immediately as soon as he sees that gateway with that overload.
That drone micro is excellent.
Uh-oh. It's getting caught by the drone. And Queen has one of the best drone micros on doing this.
How about Larva? Larva is also one of the Zerg players who's really good.
Larva and Queen. Larva and Queen.
How about Soma?
Larva and Queen.
But anyways.
Soma gets a bit... Yeah, anyways. Bisu is hiding that first a lot. Not showing his build. I like it.
Okay, this is the 21 Nexus as you mentioned.
Alright, so Bisu has planned a 10 gateway, and because he saw that it's an overpill build, Bisu is going to play defensively. But Queen, you know that you can bypass, run by those Zerglings. Oh no. Okay, one Zergling is fine. One Zergling is fine. Two Zerglings is very annoying. But one Zergling.
Wow,
Bisu can handle it.
Wow, he's showing all those pathing where he can actually walk through. He just showed he just showed the Zergling can actually walk through between the mineral line and then the pylon.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he just showed us earlier. Look at that, he just walked through. Between the mineral and the pylon, and Zala cannot.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, so the Zala can't walk through there. Oh,
but Zergling can.
Okay, Bisu doesn't usually lose a single probe to this single Zergling, but I guess Bisu wasn't paying attention there.
I think Bisu needs to study more about SimCity. Maybe learn from Terran or Zerg. Well,
that's funny.
He's of course better than me, but it's just kind of sometimes frustrated if you keep getting harassed like that.
Yeah, it is. Well, I understand that pylon that's right next to the mineral line. It's he built that pylon to make that probe work in a straight line, but that other pylon that's right there, yeah, it is
I want to see Zergling all in and just ignore his
yeah, same here.
Bisu's zealot and then just walk through the right side of the gateway and die. And hopefully he learns the lesson. Okay, that's a lot about Zergling just being made. 4 zealots are moving out.
But still, Bisu is one of those players who cares a lot about SimCity, so I'm pretty sure that Bisu knows that he built this gateway wrong. I'm pretty sure.
This map Eclipse came out 2 years ago, and if and if he's still making the mistake in this 2022, there's absolutely no excuse to say, oh, I didn't know about the SimCity. But anyways, here are the 4 zealots are coming in. I wonder what those eggs are. Is it going to be the Zergling? Yes, it is going to be the Zergling.
Yeah, of course it should be Zerglings. And as long as these zealots get in behind those mineral lines, it's going to be annoying. And I know that this probe can attack behind that mineral line. Come on, probe.
I would click the mineral, bottom mineral. He needs to.
Yeah. Just click it. All right, he did it. No, it failed. It's just staying there.
Okay, once again, Bisu makes the Zergun. Okay, Gun versus Zergling.
Ooh,
wow!
Nice trap. Oh wow, that was a perfect trap. Oh my god, Queen.
I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked like how he actually like northeast, southwest,
northeast.
And then just surrounding
with 4 Zerglings. Yeah.
Holy crap!
Hey guys, it's actually not easy to surround the Dragoon with 4 Zerglings with that perfect angle. It's not easy as it looks like.
That's really, really shocking.
Yeah, but Queen is just like, hey, look at my micro. I can surround your Dragoon with 4 Zerglings. Okay, but usually some Zerg players, they just get so annoyed by those zealots. Some Zerg players actually just build a sunken colony.
Ooh.
But
double Stargate. So I guess he's
like
just.
This.
I think Bisu just immediately thinking Queen will be going for Mira Scourge build. But Queen went for the Hydra then. He's not interested in going for 5 Mira. Normally, as Protoss, you think, oh yeah, I have that 4 zealot behind the mineral line, so Zerg will be making the middle build. Okay, those zealots did some decent amount of damage.
Okay, but Bisu shouldn't be losing these 4 more zealots to this Muta Zergling. I mean, there's only 2 Mutas out, but Queen does have a lot of Zerglings. Oh no, Bisu has to.
I find this is really bad because you don't want to waste your zealot before +1. No matter what.
Never want to. Yeah, no matter what.
And he lost all those zealot without +1 just being finished, and now this is double Corsair build right now he's doing. But what if Queen does not go for Muta Scourge build?
Yeah, and Queen is a professional Zerg top player.
Oh my god.
Alright. Actually, I like this about Bisu. Bisu has denied that scout, so Queen doesn't have any idea if this is a 2 Stargate build. But because Bisu has lost a lot of his zealots,
I think he knows.
Oh, he knows that this is a 2 Stargate, so this is why Queen stopped his Muta production and is making Hydras.
Well, he didn't make 5 Muta. He just made 2 Muta only. 2 Muta maximum into Mass Hydra.
So it's a mind game.
Yeah, mind game of these 2 players. Bisu probably thought Queen would be going for Mass Muta, the Muta Scourge build, because he had those 4 zealot like hiding behind the mineral line. So he assumed Queen would be going for Muta build, but he didn't go for Muta build.
Right. So it's
this is the counter. I mean, you don't have Templar Archive as Protoss.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I don't think Bisu does. I think Bisu just built his Templar Archives, so it's about to get finished. Or not even finished yet. But anyways, like Scan said, it's a mind game of mind game.
Yeah, it's a big mind game of these 2 players. I want to see Protoss main base, but oh my god, the spectator is not showing the main base of Protoss. I want to see how fast the Templar Archive. Okay, there's a Templar Archive. Finally adding some gateway, but we don't see any high Templar at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just got finished because Bisu is just rushing to add photon cannons, and look at that gateway placement. It's also just passing by. Alright. 7 photon cannons.
I think Queen is... Ooh, okay.
A TT pops out. Does Queen have a Overlord? Here? Ooh, I
think he does.
Bisu's... Oh yeah, he does. Alright, Bisu is sending out that DT. But Queen knows it. Queen saw that DT.
Okay. Here are the Middlers are taking the damage of the photon cannon and go for the bust here.
Oh,
High Templar is a safe
High
down.
Templar. Why did it have to be on such a front position?
Okay, the supply count is nearly the even, but the 8 Corsair or 9 Corsair is useless. If we subtract those 9 Corsair, that's 18 supply. That means Bisu is down on 50 supply versus...
Queen only has 2 Hydra. Why is that DT not fighting those 2 Hydras? Oh my god, if Bisu had that first High Templar, he would have been using the Side Storm right here, but... Okay, Bisu has to hold this. I think Bisu holds this. And Queen doesn't have any Overlords on his third base, so his drones are getting assassinated.
I think this is either you die or I die.
Yeah, it's that situation right now. And I hope that Bisu has... Alright, he's used his first Side Storm, but remember, he only has 1 Side Storm left right now, and those photon cannons are a bit damaged, so you can't just feel safe right now.
I think Bisu held this.
Yeah, Bisu did hold this attack off, but still, Queen has a lot of Hydras out on the field, so Bisu needs to spend those minerals as soon as possible, adding gateways, adding photon cannons, just do whatever you can, Bisu.
Yeah, he's adding more gateway over here, and luckily he got the +1 armor as well. He does have enough energy for the 1 more Side Storm. And Queen got supply block for so long, and he's droning out right now. If he's droning out, Protoss will be having lots of army and go for the backstab here.
Yeah, I like how Bisu is moving out with these Zealots, but okay, Bisu, you don't have to be like Best. You don't have to just do another impulsive attack and lose all of your Zealots at once. This is just Bisu just pressuring him, pressuring Queen to move out all of his Hydras. But
okay, that's a lot of High Templar finally being out on the map, and Corsairs are doing the job.
Yep, I love how these Corsairs are still alive and doing this job. Because if Bisu suddenly lost all of these Corsairs, Queen can always do a muta transition. So Bisu has to play these, has to use these Corsairs safely. Just catching some Overlords that are unguarded by the Hydralisks. Ooh, and I like this, a shuttle.
This is not looking good for Zerg, I would say. I mean, he keeps getting supply block over and over and over. And that should be the single Dark Templar hiding at the bottom right side. Typical Bisu playstyle.
I'd say this game is looking terrible for the Zerg. Because the Queen doesn't even have... Well, he just got his 6th hatchery, judging by the minimap. He just got his 6th hatchery, but he doesn't have his 3rd gas, which means less Lurkers. And less Lurkers, and just only Hydras, it is hard to deal with the Protoss with only Hydras. Because Protoss nowadays, they get their +2 armor, and that is really effective on Hydras. So you need a lot of Lurkers, but Queen running low on gas.
Oh,
Queen, come on, you gotta pull your workers. Oh, that was an excellent worker pull.
I like how he was splitting the worker and dodging the storm. And now single Dark Templar will be buying some time. And I think he has a 2nd High Templar inside the shuttle.
A lot of Overlords here. Corsairs. Bring those Corsairs.
Okay, so that was a fake one?
Yeah, I think it's a fake one to just... but while this is going, this is multitasking by Bisu, sending out those Zealots, harassing, and using Corsairs. If this was our old golden time Bisu would have had those Corsairs ready on to attack those Overlords, but
yeah, it looks like Hydralists are trying to buy some time, but this is overwhelming amount of Protoss army with the 1-1 upgrade. +2 upgrade is done for the Queen, but it's just army is not it's not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. Like I said before, quality is over quantity. I mean, quantity is over quality.
Oh
on
my.
StarCraft. Oh, but I love this lurker drop.
The lurker
But
drop
still.
actually did decent amount of job, but what about your main base?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, what? Queen has
Double
lurkers
lurker
everywhere?
drop.
Alright, well, so as long as... Okay, I don't think Queen can defend this.
Yeah, there are still enough High Templars energy to use Storm drop,
Right.
Storm at each location, but now Bisu is struggling to defend. There are, oh my, another kills on those probe.
Yeah, but I still love this play by Queen. Queen was still trying to win this game by doing a double lurker drop. So as long as Queen could have held off this attack and killed all of Bisu's probes, Queen would have had a chance, but he fails to do so and he loses all of his hatcheries on his third.
I just noticed something real quick.
What?
All those seeded players except Rush, they got eliminated.
Ooh.
Think about it. Mini got
Yeah,
eliminated.
right. Mini.
Hero got eliminated, and now Queen is just 1 minute away of getting eliminated in this round of 16. So only Rush survived.
I'm not sure if that is even going to be a minute. Queen can just even die any seconds here. Wait, actually, never mind. Queen is trying his best to get back on the game. Okay, Bisu did lose a lot of probes, to be honest. So Bisu only has one base mining, but Queen still has a lot of resources.
Oh yeah, Queen has decent amount of worker count. Oh, look at that worker count. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. Bisu lost a lot of probe, but Queen still has nice amount of worker for 2-base playstyle.
Right, and as long as Queen gets another hatchery somehow, well, I guess that's almost impossible for Queen to get another expansion.
Okay.
Yeah, but what? Okay, so the reason why Bisu can't attack here is because if Bisu fails that attack and has these Hydralisks drop on his main base, if Bisu fails that attack and loses his gateways, that's GG for Bisu.
Yeah, I wonder what those. Okay, I guess those are 4 Hydralisks each inside of the Overlord. Was wasted.
Come on, Bisu, you didn't really have to use that Psystorm on one Hydra, but right, that was a waste of Psystorm. But okay, I'll take that. Anyways, Bisu is just playing really safe because this is his last game. He's just gonna turtle now. He's going to build his third Nexus.
And Queen is also doing his job to pick up some Overlord.
Alright,
not
so
Overlord, Observer.
Observer, yeah, and look at how Bisu pulled away all those Hydras back to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock-ish, because he was aware of that drop location. Alright, High Templar with full energy. Come on, Bisu, you gotta pay attention. I'd love to see another Psystorm on top of those Lurker Hydras. Not the best Psystorm, to be honest, but Bisu, gotta be careful with your army, because Hydra Lurkers can always overwhelm the Protoss army without Psystorm. Okay, Protoss army without Psystorm is so weak against Hydra Lurkers. Unimaginably weak.
Queen is playing super aggressive over here, and now there's single Dark Templar here with the single Observer.
Right.
Where's the Overlord? Okay, here it is.
Alright, it's coming. Bisu, you gotta make sure to not lose Corsairs because Queen is actually saving up that mineral and gas for Mutas, but nope. He has actually made more Hydras at this point. Ooh.
I think this is playable for Queen as long as he just keeps dodging the storm somehow and eating up those Zala, but the Overlord keeps getting assassinated.
Yeah, this is a... Alright, so this is a dilemma for Queen. Queen wants to break through this. Queen doesn't want to give Protoss the third Nexus, but so Queen has to place all of his Hydras on an aggressive position. But that means, how can you protect your Overlords?
Too many High Templars.
Oh yeah, too many High Templars storming, Psystorming everywhere, and Psystorming every Hydras and Lurkers. Queen losing almost all of his units. And with these last two Lurkers, he wants to send them to the to Bisu's third base. But I'm pretty sure Bisu is already putting down a photon cannon, and he even has his Corsairs ready.
Just saw that a +2 attack is done for Bisu, and whenever Protoss has the +2 upgrade, a +2 attack upgrade, definitely strong to beat those Hydra. And look at how now Bisu has the 3rd expansion. But here are the 2 lurker drop.
Oh, come on, Bisu. You got a nice reaction. If Bisu actually lost all of his probes here, he would have... the game would have gone very mysterious, but Bisu managed to pull off those workers. Oh, and I love this play by Queen. Yeah, he's just trying to distract as much as possible.
Yeah, he keeps dodging all those storm nicely. Yeah, this is super intense how but eventually I think Bisu is gonna be winning the game because of the upgrade advantage and the army.
Right. Dragoons with +2 attack weapon upgrade they are very scary. They do a lot of damage against Hydras and Lurkers.
I think the Bisu, the Corsair, the trademark of the how much of he was actually earning the benefit, picking up the over so many times.
Yeah.
I think that turned around the game so well.
Right. If those Corsairs didn't do so much, Queen would have just got this game.
Nice storms everywhere. Queen taps out Bisu.
Oh my god,
that
Bisu.
was a hard game for both players.
Yeah. Advancing to round of 8.
That was an intense play, and unfortunately I thought Queen had some chance to make some comeback, but never mind. Bisu was showing some great defense of defending the lurker drop, plus the usage of the Corsair was amazing.
Yeah, it definitely was.
No other Protoss player can do like that.
Right. Usually when you have Hydras coming into your natural and you have to build like 8 photon cannons to survive that Hydra, you usually forget about your Corsairs. So usually you just waste all of your Corsairs into the Hydra lists that are on Zerg's natural or 3rd base, but nope, Bisu was looking all everywhere. Bisu was saving those Corsairs and they were doing their work.
And guys, please stay tuned. We still have to do the interview.
Right.
Plus the group draw. Group draw will be today. We'll be doing after the interview. Please stay. Don't leave. And yeah, we'll be moving into the interview of the second player who will be advancing into round of 8. And would you like to do the interview translation?
Sure, I'd love to. I'd love to do a translation of Bisu, my favorite Protoss player. And I love how Bisu finally advances to round of 8. Our second last Protoss. Am I right? Second last Protoss? Rain?
Yeah.
Bisu?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, it would have been so unfortunate if I had to only support Rain. But I still got Bisu.
And we see the Protoss icon, the portrait here. And here's the player interview.
시즌 13 16강 D조 경기 모두 만나보셨습니다.
Alright, we just saw all of our games.
8강 진출자가 탄생했는데요. 바로
Our
김태경
last
선수입니다. 지금 바로
round of 8 qualifier is Bisu.
축하드립니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Congratulations.
최종전 마지막 세트를 하면서 아마 김태경 선수의 모든 에너지를 다 소진하지
I
않았을까.
think you've just all used up all your energy on playing that last game.
끝까지 결과를 알 수 없었던 치열한 경기가
Yeah, we had no idea who would win
결국에 최종
on that game.
김태경 선수 본인이
And
되셨습니다.
you are the winner.
8강에 오르셨는데요. 지금 기분 어떠세요?
How do you feel right now?
제가 게임을 한 건지
And I'm not sure if I actually played a legit game.
얼떨떨해요 지금. 뭔가 올라간 것 같지 않고.
I did advance to round of 8, but I feel like I didn't.
솔직히 근데 오늘 게임이 너무 안 됐어요.
Honestly, my games weren't working out so nicely. And I didn't like my games.
그래서 오늘 떨어질 수 있겠구나.
So I was worried that I might just not advance to round of 8.
최종전까지 솔직히 만족스러운 경기는 없었던 것 같아요.
So from the winners match and to the finals match, not a single game was satisfying for me.
세트 3연패가 이어졌습니다. 이
And
3연패가 김태경 선수가 좀 다시 한번
After giving away your first game, you actually lost 3 games in a row.
패승승으로 또 이렇게 8강에 오르셨는데요. 마지막 세트 이야기를 좀 해봐야죠.
And after losing that first game versus Queen, you've moved in. You've qualified after winning two games in a row.
사실상 좀 많은 것들을 할 수 없는 상황이 이어졌는데 김태경 선수가 그 순간 정말 완벽하게 수비 태세로 완벽하게
And you've
막아내시고
at the last game,
드랍을 가셨어요.
you've shown
그때
perfect
좀
defense.
승기가 많이 뒤집혔다는 생각이 들었는데
And went for a DT drop.
판단을 어떻게 하셨을지가 궁금해요.
네, 이게 원래 한 끗 싸움이었거든요. 방금 같은 경우.
And Bisu says that this was a very close game.
투스타가 처음에 갔을 때 그때 러시로 왔으면 제가
When my first 2-star gate Corsair rush went through, if Queen came in right away, but I would have ended it, but Queen actually came in after like 10 seconds. After my photon cannons finished, but Queen actually did commit on that assault with those Hydras. Bisu thought that, oh, this is actually good for me because if Queen can just expand with these Hydras alive, Queen is on a good game. But Queen overcommitted with these Hydras, and lost all of his Hydras, so Bisu was able to get back on the game.
승기를 잡았다고 생각을 할 때는 이제 12시 멀티를 좀 날릴
When did you think that you won the game? And Bisu said that
괜찮겠구나 이런 생각을 했는데
I thought that I won the game when I saw that Queen didn't have his expansion on when I killed all of his Queen's buildings on 12 o'clock. But Queen was actually turning the game back really well, so I was worried about losing this game. So I started to play defensively with my Corsairs, and I was looking for any other overlords to drop on my main base or natural. After you finish your military service, this is your first round of 8.
전역하고 한번 하긴 했어요.
네네네. 죄송해요. 네.
근데 이번에 두 번째인데
and Bisu says this is not my first round of 8.
그때가 이제 2년 전이어서
and that it was actually 2 years ago.
다행이긴 한데 오늘의
so I don't even remember that.
떨어지지 않을까 생각이 들고 남은 기간 동안 준비를 잘해야 되지 않을까 싶어요.
And I'm certain that I need to prepare a lot for the remaining days until I play on round of 8.
이렇게 종족별로 한 선수씩 만날 수 있는 가능성이 모두 열려 있어요.
And you have the possibility to meet Rain, JYJ, and the other player I forgot. But anyways, he has the chance to meet any player, any race player.
자신과의 싸움이라고 생각해요.
So Bisu says that it doesn't matter. I think it's just the fight with myself.
생명력 이번 시즌 아마 굉장히 길어지지 않을까 하는 생각을 많은 팬분들이 경기를 보면서도 또 하셨을 것 같습니다. 팬들에게도
Yeah, so a lot of fans would have been worried about your games. Any words to your fans?
어깨랑 팔이 너무 아프더라고요.
Yeah, while I was preparing for this matchup, my shoulder and my arm, I had a lot of pain on my shoulder and my arm. So I think I need to take care of my body. Big thanks to all the players who helped me. And to my fans. I'm going to prepare a lot for the remaining days.
8강 때 좋은 경기 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 오늘 고생 많으셨고요.
Thank you all.
8강 진출 다시 한번 축하드립니다.
네, 감사합니다.
자, 이렇게 해서 이번 시즌
last congratulations.
진출자의 주인공 김태경
And we
선수와
have our last
함께했습니다.
round of 8 qualifier, Bisu. Right, that was it.
Thank you for the live translation interview, Legoman. And today's result of this round of 16 Group D duo tournament. Of course, we see Soma took down Bisu 2-0. And Queen also somehow survived against Best and 2-0 there, and the decider match was 2-1. And we are now looking at this round of 8 group draw. Group draw is still not done yet, but we'll do it in next 1 or 2 minutes once the caster Lee Hyun is ready to do the lottery and picking the ball and see who's going to be in Group A and Group B, C, and D. And this is solid. This is solid looking.
Yeah, it's solid looking. We have a nice ratio of every races. 3 Zergs, 3 Terrans, and 2 Protoss. I like it.
Wait, was it 3 Terran? Oh, okay, yeah, that was 3 Terran. And yeah, so they're probably setting up the table for the group draw soon. and the Korean commentary. They were wrapping it up as well. That was an exciting game of today, and
Yeah, that was an insane game.
it was very intense of how like Zero was able to like fight back even though he had so much of a huge disadvantage side. And I was also looking at some like community posts, and people are saying Queen seemed like he was somewhat playing he wasn't anticipating, he just kept attacking for some reason. If he did not bust against that 9 photon cannon at the natural at the last game of an Eclipse, he would have been so ahead because Bisu didn't have any gateway.
Right. Yeah. Bisu was only staying on 2 gateways, and remember, even though Queen has only a few drone counts, he can always reproduce more drones on his 5 hatcheries, and even take an expansion like what Bisu said on his interview. But Queen, okay, I want to say more about Queen's today's performance. On game 1 or 2, game 2, Metaverse.
Okay.
He defended that first Zealot of Bisu so well. And yet he doesn't add more hatcheries, but he just does a aggressive muta build.
Right here is
ASL
the group
Season
draw.
13
ASL Season 13 round of 8 group draw. We just have casted all those round of 16 intense game, and caster Lee Hyun will be doing the group draw momentarily, and she would like to say great, showing us a great game. Thank you for them. And she will be starting soon. She's trying to explain about the rule. Whoever played, so for example, players who got out of the round of 16, like for example Soma and Bisu, they cannot be played once again in round of 8. So that's the one of the case they will be excluding the possibility.
1위로 진출한 선수였던 정윤종 선수와 2위 진출자 이재호 선수가 같은 조에 속해 있을 경우에는 이재호 선수의 공을 제외하고 다시 재추첨을 진행하도록 하겠습니다.
She was explaining
자, 그럼
about
본격적으로
rain,
8강 대진
rain and light. Yeah, rain and light cannot be played in round of 8
16강에서
once again because
각조
they played
2위로
against each other in
진출한
round of
선수들을
16.
추첨해 보도록 하겠습니다.
And yeah, here's the group draw right now we're gonna be doing. First player that is going to be,
가장 먼저 8강 경기를 치르게 될 선수는요.
that's the blue color, must be Protoss Rain.
바로 프로토스 정윤종 선수네요. 자, 계속해서 B조에서
And
경기를
continuing,
치를
Group B, the first player who will be in that Group B, round of 8 Group B would be.
I hope it's not Bisu. I hope it's not Bisu.
No, that cannot be Bisu because he advanced into the second player. So that will be Soma.
저그 박상현 선수가
I'm just hoping that Bisu will not play against Rain.
Alright.
Yeah, because that means both Protoss players getting it.
And the Group C round of 8 would be the Zerg, another Zerg action.
저그
Alright.
이성대 선수네요. 자, 이렇게 되면 자동적으로 D조에서 경기를 펼칠 선수는
one other player that is going to be
정영재 선수가
JYJ.
되겠습니다. 자, 이렇게 각각 A, B, C, D조에 위치할 선수들을 정해졌습니다. 계속해서
So now
2위
those are the
진출자
first
선수
player who
추첨을 통해서
are
8강
in the group
대진을
A, B,
완성하도록
C,
하겠습니다.
and D. And now she will be drawing the second player for the Group A,
정윤종 선수와 A조에서
who is going to
경기를
be
펼칠
playing
선수입니다.
against Rain. Let's check it out. That's the purple color. That's Zerg.
저그
Soki.
김민철 선수입니다.
Ooh. Rain is in trouble.
자, B조의 대진을 완성시키도록 하겠습니다. 박상현 선수와 경기를 펼칠 선수죠.
And the second player who will be who will be playing against in Group B round of 8, that would be
B조 대진을 완성시킬 선수는요.
That's a red color. That's a Rush.
유영진 선수가 나왔네요.
Oh,
Rush versus Soma.
박상현
So
선수가
during the
원했던
interview,
베테랑
Soma
유영진
said
선수가
he wanted to play
대진
against Rush
상대로
because
완성됐습니다.
Rush beat
자, 이제
Soma in
김성대
round of 8
선수와
last
경기를
time.
치를 선수죠.
And
He wants his revenge.
So yeah, Soma wants to do some revenge battle. And who is going to be the? That's going to be the red color.
이재호 선수가
Light versus
추첨됐습니다.
action.
김성대 선수와 이재호 선수의 C조 대진이
JYJ versus
완성됐고요.
Bisu.
자 이렇게 되면
And lastly,
자동적으로
automatically
D조
it is going
정영재
to be the
선수와
group D will be JYJ versus Bisu.
오늘의 마지막 진출자죠.
Last person who would advance into
김태경
round of
선수와
16,
D조에서
round of 8. That is
8강
Bisu.
경기를
So
치르게
that is going to
되겠네요.
be the group draw. Yeah, that's the group
자
draw. We are
이렇게
just now
ASL
done.
시즌 13 8강 A, B, C, D조 4개 대진이 모두 추첨을 통해
So all the group draw
완성됐습니다.
show is
자, 4개
finally
경기
done.
모두 빼놓을 수 없는
First group, it
재미있는
is going to
경기들로
be
구성이
Rain
된 것
versus
같은데요.
Soki.
자세한 대진 상황 중계진과
Group
함께
B
다시
will
한번
be Soma
살펴보시죠.
versus Rush, and Group C will be Action versus Light, and Group D will be JYJ versus Bisu.
I think Bisu might just have a chance to move on to round of 4, the semifinals.
Wait, who's gonna be advancing into round of 4?
I think Bisu might just have a chance of getting to
Well,
the semifinals.
no one knows.
Yeah, it's versus a Terran so for a Protoss. So let's see if Bisu can.
I'm gonna be going for JYJ. It's not.
You're gonna go for
it's not
JYJ?
It's not because I am close friends with JYJ and I'm not a Terran player, because I've seen JYJ whenever he's grinding his teeth to become like better player or prepare for his tournament matchup. He is absolutely beast. He's just as good as Flash sometimes.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a rolling a dice, like 1 to 6. If he gets the dice 6, then I think Bisu cannot stop JYJ in my opinion.
So you're saying, oh, okay, all right, going for JYJ.
Yeah, we have seen JYJ beating, or he got out of the death group of the group C, beating lots of Zerg player. So that was insane too.
What about Brain Sulky? Who are you gonna go for?
I'll go for Soki.
Soma Rush.
Soma Rush.
No idea.
I would say Rush.
Because it's TVZ. Okay.
And we also have to be talking about the date as well. March 15th, that is going to be the Group A of a round of 8. And
next
March
week?
16th, the Wednesday, that is going to be the Group B, Soma versus Rush. And the round of 8, match 3, that is Action versus Light. March 22nd, Tuesday. And lastly, the round of 8, match 4. Okay, we're waiting for the screen to be swapped.
Yeah, why is it not swapping? Alright, finally.
JYJ versus Bisu on March 23rd, Wednesday. Yes.
JYJ looks fierce.
Yeah, so JYJ has been showing great performance so far out on this ASL Season 13. And luckily we don't get to see any mirror matchup. No TVT, no ZVZ whatsoever.
Right.
So
Oh yeah, that's good.
So that's good for us. We're gonna be seeing lots of interesting game for sure. Looks like Korean commentators are wrapping it up soon. And yeah, that was a very interesting game of today's game of the round of 16 Group D.
Yeah, lucky that we haven't actually casted any TVT games. I was kind of worried of casting TVT games, but nope, we didn't have any TVT games. And we won't have any TVT games. So that's nice.
We might have TVT games if JYJ and Light make
Oh yeah,
it to
sure.
round of
Right.
round of 4, which is a semifinal. Oh, it looks like Korean commentators are wrapping it up. They're about to do the closement. Oh, never mind, they're not. Okay. Yeah. So, thanks for watching today's stream. And hopefully we will come back once again next week on March 15.
Yeah, next Tuesday. For Rain versus Soki.
Yeah, okay, there's the Korean commentators just finishing it up. Yeah, I wanted to match with the timing, but I failed. Anyways, thanks for watching today's ASL Season 13 Round of 16 Group D cast. We'll be coming back same time, same place on next week, March 15th. Do not miss the same time, same place, 7 p.m. KST. It is going to be Rain versus Soki. We'll see you guys next time. Oof.